Buenos Aires. All type of stuff in my pocket. Well, Moncherie, my love, how you doing? Is that you say it, Moncherie, Moncherie? Moncherita. Moncherita? Phenomenon, 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 phenomenon. Phenomenon, phenomenon. How y'all doing? How we feeling in the community today? What's going on, man? What's going on with you? Oh. So it's true, Masharita. What's up, Nala? I'm feeling good today. Feeling very good. I never know what I'm gonna do every day, but here we are. Doesn't matter. Feel pretty good. So. I've just been thinking a lot about this community, man. Just what it is, and you know what I'm saying, what it's been through, where it came from, you know what I'm saying. So that's been on my mind, you know what I mean. So every now and then I want to have like a community talk, you know what I mean. So, which we definitely gonna be in Discord again tonight. It's early. I know people are still at work. They're getting off, you know what I'm saying. So I'm not gonna really be going early in the Discord no more. Cause I'm like, I be forgetting people's at work, man. You know what I'm saying? So maybe everybody's on different time zones. So like maybe I'll try to do it every like later or so. You know what I mean? But we get on here and talk first, and then we can go over there. That's perfect, you know. Cause I don't want to do these all nighters no more. So took a vacation day from work. So my day was wonderful. That's what's up. That's good. Shoot, nothing wrong with a vacation day, boy. I got a couple of them about to come up. Y'all think I'm playing? Boy, I told you I'm about to start traveling, man. Hey, Steve, we about to start doing big things, bro. You know what I mean? So, I don't even talk like hopefully. I'll just talk like, no, I'm going to do that. You know what I mean? So, there'll be other people in other countries, man, that'll be listening and be watching. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that might be some type of event they want me to come and host or be a part of, or you might have a big support following out there that they want you to come out to their city or country or continent or whatever, you know? I'm definitely down for it, you know what I mean? So I said I'm advancing everything now, so definitely down for it. You know what I mean? But again, I got to build a bigger support base somewhere else, man. I don't really want to just do it on this channel. So that's why I kind of want to talk about, you know what I'm saying, with this channel and whatnot. I know it's early. Ain't even 6 o'clock yet. Stop soon. So I don't know. I try to go live a little earlier because, like I said, we're gonna be starting up our Discord a lot. You know what I'm saying? And y'all come in there and talk. NBA, you come in there and talk. You be all quiet. You was in there last night for all them hours. You ain't said nothing. You just, hey, I'm tired. Okay, cool. I was like, come on, talk to the people. People trying to get to know you. Trying to get to hear you. You want to get to know the person that, you know what I'm saying, we always see. You know what I mean? The person that plays a big role in the community. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared. I understand. Yeah, I understand. You ain't. Everybody's not the most vocal right now. I know. What's the name? Is the Ehi? I don't forget her name. That's the other guy. I know she's forgetting. She's still kind of warming up to talking. You know. So I get it. I mean, everybody's kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, y'all see me in front of the camera, so for me, it ain't nothing. But I know some people ain't the most open right now. Or they just probably not just the most open type. So I get that though, you know what I mean? You know, it's just all about your timing whenever you're ready. You know, that's why I said people are coming in and we got a community full of new people, so they coming in and talking and just having a good time, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, pretty soon they'll be super open to just like talk about anything, you know what I'm saying? Like we got the homie, man, like JD Great Boy, he'll talk to you, boy. That's why I said he'll tell his story, he'll tell everything, you know what I'm saying? Like some people just excited to do that, you know what I'm saying? Which is good. You know, it's good. And that's what it's for, man, just talking. That's why I said I was letting y'all talk. I was in the background playing my video games, you feel me? Or I was getting like stuff done, you feel me? So I'm like, let y'all speak for once, man, because I'm always speaking on this phone. I'm always in front of y'all. So, you know, sometimes it's nice to just hear y'all just conversate and do what y'all want, you feel me? So yeah, that's why I said he'll tell you the story. We was on there last night. And he had told one, and then he was gonna tell another one, man. And I'm talking about like 25, 30 minutes. Like Aaliyah done fell asleep on the phone. She fell asleep, and so he was like, "Y'all still there?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm just playing video games. Listen to you, man." And she ain't say nothing, so he was like, "Yeah, she's asleep." So we screenshotted last night. Every time somebody falls asleep in the chat after we all gone, we always screenshot them. He was like, "Yeah, they done fell asleep on the phone." So she woke up to a bunch of screenshots, a bunch of emojis, or like memes, gifs, and stuff like that. So she started laughing, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, yeah, homie, I'll tell you the story. He didn't even get all the way through the story yet. He was still kind of like getting through the story. What's up,
Are you live streaming?
Yeah.
What's your Twitch?
No, it's YouTube.
Huh?
YouTube.
Oh, what's the YouTube?
Simply Steve.
Simply Steve?
Uh-huh.
Alright.
Yeah.
Do I say YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, can we subscribe?
Yeah. He's gonna type it up for you.
Bob, I believe in you.
Appreciate you.
This is Simply Steve.
Yeah, I took a screenshot of it too. But I didn't post it, you know what I'm saying? Because I figured Mike was gonna post it, so I said he'll take
I'm
it.
in the video! I'm in the video!
But it was funny though, you feel me?
I'm gonna be famous.
So that's why I said it was funny though, like just how people just be falling asleep in the chat. And so we always kind of like put him on there, you know what I'm saying? Like they turned it to a joke. And I said I'm known for like always leaving and never coming back to the chat, you know what I'm saying? Because at the time I was talking to somebody in Austin, like a couple of months ago, I was talking to an old girl in Austin. So she would call me, she had to be up in the morning to go work, so she would call me around like maybe like 9 or 10, maybe a little earlier than that. So I would dip out, you know what I'm saying? Because we stayed on the phone all night, you know what I mean? And so I kept telling him, I said, yeah, be right back, y'all, BRB. And I would never come back. I said, bro, I would never come back because we was on the phone for till like 1, 2 in the morning. And so they was just like, yeah, he never comes back when he said he leaves, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes I don't. But as you see, me and no girl from Austin, they work, so. I'm here. I'm here again. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's whew. Oh, let's see. See, that's why I said we got a great community, man. Like this channel, man, it's really awesome. You know what I'm saying? Like I really don't give it enough credit. You know, but I kind of want to wait till a lot of more people get in here so I can talk. Anything with community, I'll talk about. You know what I mean? So. Ouch. Ugh. Hold on. Anyways, did I ask you how y'all Monday is, or am I just talking? I don't even know. Oh, shoot. I've been noticing since I go live earlier, it does take people a little bit to get in here, you know what I'm saying? Like when I used to go live a little late, that's when everybody come in. I don't know why. It's like maybe everybody done already wind down for the day or whatever. But like when I go live around like 5 or 6, like people are still at work, or they just not getting off. Or they taking a nap, you know what I'm saying? Or they with their family or their kids or something, you know what I'm saying? So it do take a little bit for people to kind of come in. I notice they come in like a lot slower. And then when I start the Discord early, it's the same thing. But like last night we had up to what? How many people we having there? I think we had like 9 or 10 people at one time in there, you know what I'm saying? And so we in there just conversating, just talking and whatnot, you feel me? So we be having a good old time, you know what I mean? So yeah. But even yesterday's stream, man. Yesterday's stream was hilarious, bro. I was on the ground crying, laughing, man. 'Cause I never really tried to be that funny, but it comes off so funny, man. So once I give you one of those, like I'm done. My energy's gone for the day, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I was out of it, you know what I'm saying? So. But yeah, I never really take the time to really talk much about like how great the community is and you know stuff like that. Yeah, yesterday's stream was funny, man. It was I don't even remember what we was even talking about. I just remember the jokes. The jokes that came. And once those came in, I lost count, you know what I'm saying? I just started laughing and being goofy. And that's literally the best, man. That's why I said this is why I do this, because of the laugh and the joy that it brings people. And it brings me, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it was the alien joke. Well, I don't even know why that was so funny to me. But it's just like, I think all black people are like it. Like when we get like excited or we start laughing, we have like, we call that black people laugh. It's just like, it's over the top, you know what I'm saying? And it really be like it, bro, because you just be like so happy or whatever. It really be funny, so it's kind of like you don't even know how to contain it. I didn't even think it was that funny until I said it. And then that's when I started jumping around. And then I dropped the phone, man. I'm on my knees crying, dude. Like, I was like, bro, I don't even know why that was so funny, but it was. But I'm like, that type of stuff, man, that laughter really is the best medicine. That brings people a lot of joy. They love it, you know what I'm saying? They love to see that. So yeah, man, I like to get on here and brain day, you know what I'm saying? It'd be fun. It really be my thing to make people laugh, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why people said since I did this channel, people said it for years, but really since I did this channel, they said you should do stand-up comedy. I'm like, nah, I'm not a stand-up comedian. I'm like in the moment type. I'm not really a comedian like that, you know? So, I don't know. I seem to be making y'all laugh a lot because y'all keep saying stuff. Y'all, the way y'all comment and say stuff, it be funny. And I'd be like, bro, I didn't even think it was that funny. Like, I just thought it was, you know, you know, I guess maybe it's the way I say it, or maybe it's just me, you know. I be talking to people on the norm, you know what I'm saying? I be talking to the homies, or, you know what I'm saying? I was talking to somebody the other day, last week, and she was asking me where I was from, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like kind of the first time me and her kind of talked. And she was like, where you from? You know what I'm saying? All the group thing. And I was telling her, and I was being like kind of simple. Like I wasn't even talking like I talk now. I kind of just talking like a little bit more chill undertone. And I told her, I said, yeah. I said, she was like, what brought you to Texas? And I told her, I was like, yeah. I said, I don't want to really be in much state, like many states. Like, I said, I ain't trying to live in like Idaho. I like Des Moines, Iowa. And she just started rolling. She was like, oh my God, that's funny. I was like, why is that funny? I was like, I guess maybe it's the way I said it. But it's like anything I say, I sound like people just be laughing. What's up, Mike? The people just be laughing or they be losing control, you know what I'm saying? So, and then the more I talk, man, like, I be making everybody laugh. So I said, I love having that funny bone because some people really be like, yeah. So, oh, man. What's happening, Cuzzo? What's good with you, man? You know, the same old. It be the same old, man. You know what I'm saying? God is good all the time, and all the time, the people said. I know your response time is a little slow, so I'm gonna give y'all time to respond. Let that soak in. Let that soak in. I gotta get a better backdrop, man. I could go over there across the street. I don't want to, man. I like to kind of just be in my little zone over there. That's right, God is good. That's why I said, man, I'm excited, man. I was thinking about the community. I'm thinking about this. We got a really good community, man. We got one of the best communities that I've really ever seen. And I'm not even just saying it really because it's mine. Maybe it is because it's mine. I don't know, but it really is, man. Like, this community is great. But it's the people that make it great. First is God, and then it's the people. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said because of y'all, man, y'all really do build something good here. You know what I'm saying? And community is very important, man. It really is in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need that. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't imagine not being a part of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like no church or community or friendship group or, you know, something like that. Like, we need that stuff, man. Because like I said, that stuff is getting scarce now, you know? It's like the only community that we have out here, like, that's popular is, like, the devil. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just negativity all day, man. And gossips and, you know what I'm saying, slander and hate groups. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see these hate groups, those are communities too. You know what I'm saying? You got these neo-Nazis and you got the Hebrew Israelite, Negroes. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, those are groups, but they not the right type of groups. You know what I'm saying? This community, we ain't no neo-Nazi and we ain't Hebrew Israelite. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just us. And we can learn to have a great, wonderful, fun time. You know what I'm saying? No controversy, no nothing crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, we know how to just have a great time here, you know? I mean, you gotta have the crew, man. Like, the crew, man, is what makes the channel, it makes the community, you know? And I said, if you don't have that type of community, man, like I said, what makes a community, man? Love. When you come together in love and unity, I said, it'll make anything work, man. And I said, we got loving people over. You got a couple of hateful Negroes and a couple of, you know what I'm saying, people are just dumb. But I said, but that's like 2 compared to like 20. You know what I'm saying? You always gonna have more good than bad, man. And love is what made this community big. You know what I'm saying? And when you come over here, man, like I said, we love you like you one of our own. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually you will be one of our own. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't no cult. You know what I'm saying? But we love you. You know what I mean? And so when you come over here, man, we got nothing but the utmost respect for you if you come respectful. And I know when I told myself when I did this, I said, bro, I want to build something where people can always come to if they need something, like if they need a hand with love or, you know what I'm saying, they need like some encouragement or something, you know what I mean? That's why I'm switching up my Discord, a lot of stuff on the channel, you know, because I'm like, I need to start making certain things for certain stuff, you know? Every channel I got is going to be strictly for that, for what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? Not just this one. So eventually in the future, this channel is probably not going to really last too long when it comes to keep doing all of this stuff over here. Maybe in the future I'll give it away to somebody because at that time I already want to have something else built where the rest of us are. You know what I'm saying? My goal is to get the best off of here, take them over there with me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't going to the promised land with you. So I said, I'm just going to take the best over here, bring the best to the promised land. And then, like I said, whoever want to deal with this channel, whatever. Or if I want to just keep it and just let it rot and still make money off of it, you know what I'm saying? It's whatever. But, you know, the community, man, is what makes everything big and important. You know what I mean? And so when you get a bunch of people, man, it's like you or people here that's better than you, because there's people that's better than me. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with that. I'm definitely okay with that. I said they are what make up the branches of this. You know what I'm saying? And it makes you want to do something, you know, like you want to do more, you know? And so even with the community, like I said, a lot of times I know I'm kind of, I don't want to say negative, but I am kind of like just like, oh, I don't care too much or it's just whatever. But I'm like, no, I want to feel like I'm giving everybody the utmost respect, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, um, I'm not trying to say it in a way to where it downs, like it's like downing y'all. You feel me? I'm just like, no, this is a great place. It's just I'm saying that like I don't want to just do this channel all the time. I want to do something else. So I don't want y'all to think I'm talking like that to y'all. Or, like this ain't nothing. This is everything. You know what I'm saying? I just want to take y'all and put y'all somewhere else. You know what I mean? That's the whole goal of it. You know what I mean? So that's why I said like when I'm building this stuff, man, I'm looking for the best of the best people, man. People here that are like really serious about something. Because you do get some people, man, that ain't serious about nothing, man. It's just like that's as far as they want to go, and I don't want this to just be as far as we go, bro. I'm trying to do something way bigger, way massive, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna require being elsewhere. You feel me? The same way I couldn't do this in Louisville, man. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to do this back then, and I'm like, I couldn't really do it because, like I said, people are not really serious about nothing. So I said, here in San Antonio, I can definitely do this. You know what I'm saying? So maybe we'll establish a base on the West Coast or the East Coast or something like that. You feel me? So I'm really thinking about, man, one of my next stops I want to go, man, is Florida. Florida is one of my best spots, man, that I'm trying to go to. What's up, Cuzzo? What is it?
We go to Louisiana in like 2 months. But anything, you don't gotta read this. Anything for the kids.
You gotta take cash out?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let me get my, I'm using my phone.
Sorry, but I ain't mean to ruin your video.
No, you good, you good. I'm actually on live stream, so I won't be able to do it now. But if I can write your cash app down, bro. Yeah, I love having my computers, bro. Oh, let me take it over here. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, you too, bro. Appreciate it. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, you too, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, so here we go. Yeah, Florida. We're gonna be Florida in the house, y'all. You feel me? Juan Carlos, boy, my Mexico boy. What's good with you, man? See, we got connections in Mexico, y'all. You see what I'm saying? We got. Are you in Mexico? I don't know if you're in Mexico. I know you're Mexican. I don't just want to assume. You know what I'm saying? Because I do that all the time. I be assuming. I'm like, man. Like, yeah, it's my Mexican. I'm Honduran. I'm like, oh yeah, my bad. I'm Steve. Soy Cubano. I was like, oh yeah, my bad. Well, when we established something with Florida, man, that's why I said the first city we going there is Miami, and that's probably gonna be the only city we go. I ain't going up there where LB is, Jacksonville. You're gonna have to skip a couple of times. That's why I said, like, bro, we talking about A. Steve International. I'm not even just talking about in the country, man. I'm talking about doing something like my thing really is overseas. That's my thing, bro. You feel me? Like, I see I'm wearing a Haitian bandana. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll try to reach out to them over there. You know what I mean? And not even just them. I'm trying to go somewhere further than that, man. I'm talking about like foreign land. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the stuff I'm trying to do, bro. You know what I mean? So when you guys that on your mind, man, that's your vision. Like, you don't care about the little small American stuff, man. You don't care about like stuff that don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm more based off of like a broader horizon, broader mindset. Maybe I've just been like that for years, even before I did YouTube, before I did content, even before my music was big like that. Like, I always had like a mindset of just traveling and, you know what I'm saying? And Costa Rica back in 2014 showed me that. All right, was it, no, it was like early 2015. It was like, was it? Yeah, it was January 2015, so technically still 2014. It's 10 years ago, so. But 10 years ago, like I said, that changed my life, you know what I mean? That's why my mindset is just so bigger, you know what I'm saying? So, I never really cared for the United States after that. I didn't even care for the United States even before I ever left, you know what I'm saying? There wasn't really many places I wanted to go. And I remember I was on California at the time, and I was like, after I went to Costa Rica, I ain't care about none of that, dude. Like, California is definitely not a place I want to be at. For sure, man. I got a couple of friends over in Mexico. I got a friend over in, one is in Sinaloa, the other's in Mazatlan or whatever. And then there's a lot of people here that's from Monterrey. I was like, Monterey cheese? Oh, is that where y'all get that from? My ex is from Juarez. He said, definitely don't go there. And then there's people from Oaxaca, and then Culiacan, and then there's people from like Ciudad. Oh, I guess that's Ciudad Juarez. Whatever. I'm only 2 hours away from Mexico. I'm in San Antonio. I'm only 2 hours away. So people go there like every other day or every weekend. You know what I'm saying? Mm. See, that's why I said. This is the importance I be talking about community. I said, when you go places, you might know people that's from there. So when you go there, not necessarily saying you going because that person is there, but if you do, you know you have like connections of people that you can get to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I love China, but I don't think I'm just gonna go to China just by myself. You know what I mean? Like I would still love to know some Chinese people. You know what I'm saying? That live there. And my Chinese is extremely terrible, so I'm like, it ain't like I know how to speak it, but there's a lot of people that do still speak a little English, which I hate that because I don't want to feel like that typical American, you know what I'm saying? It's like, we think everybody got to understand us. But some people just know English. English is a worldwide language, so I'm like, you know, if I know some Chinese people that live over in China, and then I go over there, they can show me around. You know what I'm saying? It'd be nice to have some friends already there, or people that's already there that you can trust, that you know what I'm saying? Instead of just going all by yourself, you know, you can go with your friends, but like if y'all don't speak Chinese, if they not really from the land, it's like it's not fun. I want to be around people from the land, you know what I mean? So that's why I said like, this is what I'm talking about with A. Steve International. I'm like, I'm trying to have myself established in multiple places, man. Like when they did in the Bible, when it was like they planned a church over in Philadelphia, and they planned a church over by it was a couple other places, I can't remember the name, but they was literally establishing churches on all the corners of the world. You know what I'm saying? So that's the stuff that I'm thinking. I'm just like, I want to establish something on all the corners of the world. You know what I'm saying? And I know it sounds impossible, but it's just like, it's really not, man. Like if you know what you're doing and you know exactly what you want to do, I said you can do that. You know what I mean? You can leave your mark on all types of territory. You know what I'm saying? Like, people will understand you everywhere and anywhere that you go with, you know what I mean? For real, we got translating headphones, we got metaverse glasses, all type of stuff, you know what I mean? So that's why I said, I'm like, I'm not gonna I never let that stop me anyways, even if I was the only person that knew how to speak English, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I actually like it. I like being around a bunch of people I can't understand, dude. Because they don't bother me. It's the ones you understand in English, the Negroes can't shut up. I wish Negroes spoke Japanese, so I ain't have to hear them and understand nothing that they said. Maybe it'll be interesting hearing them. I got chingo, wow. No, if they was talking to me like, I'd be like, okay, well, that'd be cool. Like, I don't know what that Negro just said, but you know what? I mean, it's for the birds, you know what I'm saying? Negroes speak dumb English, so they sitting there just, yeah, but you know, man, I don't do you. It's like, I wish you spoke another language, so I ain't have to understand you, like, for real. At least if a Chinese person cuss you out and call you a nigga, you wouldn't understand because they talking in their language. You would understand by their facial expressions. You wouldn't understand by, like, the wording. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said when you go on all the sides of the world, you know what I'm saying, that's the stuff you want to see. That's the stuff you want to really be involved in, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I said, man, they know A. Steve over in India, you know what I'm saying? They know A. Steve over in Korea, you know what I'm saying? They know A. Steve over in Taiwan, you know what I'm saying? Like places you thought, of course, because we black, so we thinking like we only belong here. Or the other places that we go be like Jamaica or Africa, you know what I'm saying? We always think we gotta go to the black continents. It's like, bro, we can go all over the world, bro. I want to go all those places, but I said those are not just the only places just because of our skin, bro. You know what I'm saying? I said one thing about white people, they sure don't let that stop them. They go in everybody's country and everybody's land, so I'm not gonna let that stop me either. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes white people, they be places they probably shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? Like they be traveling up there to like Pakistan or Afghanistan, and they get held hostage. I'm like, I don't know what you doing over there. Like, even though the whole country ain't like it, I'm just like, I don't think they be going to the places that I like it, and then they get held up by jihad or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, see, that's why you probably shouldn't. You know, you probably shouldn't just go everywhere. You know what I mean? So. We have in San Antonio, we got a large Afghani population. It's a lot of Afghanis. Even Louisville, we had a large Afghani population in Louisville. They migrated over to Louisville back in it was right before I moved. I think it was the year before I moved. 2022 or 2023? No, I think it's 2021 or 2022. They was having like a big like refugee, I guess, escape or whatever going on because of what was going on in their country, man. They had a lot of like turmoil going on and war and stuff. And so a large population of them was coming to the United States. And so a lot of them was coming to Louisville, Kentucky, you know what I'm saying? And so I remember with the church, we was trying to have like some type of, I think we did. We had like some type of like clothes drive and like some type of hospitality. Because Louisville is a pretty hospitality city, you know what I'm saying? It's a hospitable place. So I think it's a sanctuary city. I believe it is. So I believe we did something by helping a lot of them out, man, which is cool because I'm just like, it's nice to help out other coaches, you know what I'm saying? And so when I came here, you know, my first apartment was over there. It was on the other side of town, so that's where a lot of the Afghani population was, man. It was like a lot of Lebanese, Afghanis, Indian, you know what I'm saying? Like Arab, you know what I'm saying? Iranian, you know, people like that. Which they cool, you know what I'm saying? They cool, they don't be bothering nobody. I mean, sometimes they do kind of have a stirring problem, I would say, because they don't know, like, in their culture, that ain't offensive. But over here, like, you know what I'm saying? They be over here, like, looking in your house when you got your door open. I had to tell one dude, I was like, I was on the second floor. He was at the bottom. He was just, like, looking up in my house. I said, what's up, bro? Can I help you? I said, bro, because where I'm from, I'm like, bro, see, in the United States, that means somebody trying to get a lick on you. And I said, but over there, I don't think they understand, like, that you know, like, over there, it probably ain't a big deal, you know what I mean? But I said, hey, man, you know, look, no disrespect, but I said, y'all can't be doing that, bro. Like, bro, I got stuff in here. I don't trust nobody. But I was like, you know, so I remember one time I had my car, I didn't have my license, so I didn't drive. I couldn't drive until I got my license renewed. Or I didn't want to get in trouble by driving with my expired license. So I called an Uber to, there was something going on at church, man. I called an Uber over there. And so my Uber driver, he was Afghani. They do a lot of like taxi services and like Lyft and stuff like that. For some reason, I don't know why it is. I don't know if that's stereotypical, but they all have Toyota Corollas. I don't know what it is with a Toyota Corolla. That's like a foreigner's like favorite car, or either that's the only car they can get, or I don't know. But they all had Toyota Corollas. I'm just like, it can't be a coincidence. So I told him, I said, because he was like, I forget what he said his name was. But I said, you from, I said, well, where you from, man? You know what I'm saying? And he was like, I'm from Afghanistan or whatever. I said, okay, that's what's up. I said, yeah. I said, over in my area, I got a lot of Afghanis. And I told him, I said, is it really like it is off TV, or is it just kind of like, you know, how people just propaganda? He was like, I mean, he said, no, some parts are really like it. He said, I'm not going to lie, some parts really are kind of like it. But he was like, I mean, not the whole country. The whole country's not. But I guess what he was saying, where he was from, he was like, yeah, it was like it. So that's why they came over to the United States. And he was like, yeah, San Antonio does have a lot of them there, you know what I'm saying? But San Antonio is also, I think, a sanctuary city too. But anyways, the whole point of saying it is community, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I said, like, I thought about some of them places too, man. Like, I seen some of them places off TV. Like, it's really not what you think, man. The whole country's not like it. You know what I'm saying? There be people over all the time. They was like, they said, whenever you hear Iraq, you think of suicide. I remember Iraq back in like 2004, 2005. It was always on the news, man. That was like the #1 place we thought like people get blown up at was Iraq. That's the only thing we thought about. They blow people up, and then you go get in a bomb, and you know what I'm saying? People gonna kill you over there, jihad and the Taliban. You know what I'm saying? And then they was just like, they said, listen, that's not true. They said, that's just one part of the media that they show you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's the same way if somebody looked at the United States, man. Like I said, like, whatever state y'all from or whatever city y'all from, like, say somebody here from Philly or whatever. It's like, is all of Philly like that? No. I said, but if somebody did something crazy in Philly on one side of town, does that mean that the whole city's like that? No. It just means that's that one place. If somebody did something crazy in Louisville, Kentucky, does that mean that all of the United States is like that? No. So that's the kind of the same way. You got to remember other countries are also divided up by different states and sections too. You know what I'm saying? They're not just one big country. You know what I mean? Like just like the United States, we got Kentucky and Tennessee and Florida and Maryland and stuff like that. That's the same way that a lot of other countries are too. They have different sections or states, what they call. Like China has certain type of sections and states. And it's crazy because we thought we was the only ones that's kind of divided up and had our own stuff. It's like, no, every country has that, bro. Because I mean, you gotta have that. It's like you can't just be in like if somebody say I'm in the United States, they be like, where? It's just like, well, I'm on this side of the United States. It's like, okay, well, what state? Like you don't know what you're talking about. So everybody has their own like geographical location. So when you do go to other places, man, you know what I'm saying? Like you see how civil like us they are, you know what I'm saying? Some of them is a little bit more civil, you know what I'm saying? Because they have morals and standards and their community is very big, man. Because again, the people love each other. They have to learn how to trust each other because sometimes that's all they got, you know what I'm saying? And they understand community is all they really have, you know what I mean? They might not have the most money or they might not have the best house or whatever, but they understand that community plays a really big part and a really big role in their way of life, you know what I'm saying? And I told you, they just have way of life, we don't. So that's kind of why Americans kind of suck, man, because we don't really know what we're doing or we don't really got nothing like that, you know? So that's why a lot of people are just going overseas, man, and seeing what it's like. It'll change your life, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like Costa Rica changed my life. I've been over around like 6 to 7 times now, and it definitely changed my life, man. That's the only other country I've been to. You know what I'm saying? So far. So pretty soon I will be traveling to another country, man, going elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? And their way of life is gonna be a lot different than Costa Rica's and than the United States. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said it's all about really where you go at. You know. So that's why I said when I establish my presence or my organization or whatever in elsewhere, it's like I want people to see that. You know what I'm saying? Imagine being on all the 4 corners of the earth or whatever. It's like everybody know you wherever you go. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody like, hey, you know that's dude. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people say, especially sports players, or like somebody that might be like a world champion UFC fighter or something like that, or even like K-pop or like some type of other musician all over the world. Like Americans don't really care if it ain't Drake or Rihanna. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? But when you look at people elsewhere, I said all over the world, they like reggaeton music. They like Afro type music. So they really big overseas. You know what I'm saying? Everybody like K-pop. It's big over there. Like it's not really that big in the United States, but people over there love it. So that's why their names be a lot bigger, because more of the world's audience is following them than the United States audience. You know what I mean? So that's why I say you might see people like Spotify, like, you know, they have like the streams of the year. And so you might see like Drake got like, Drake might have like maybe like 1 billion listeners a year, but then Bad Bunny have like, you know what I'm saying? And I think Drake kind of have like a couple of 100 million, but then Bad Bunny have like 3 billion streamers. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they're overseas is always bigger, man. They always have a wider, bigger audience than the United States do. You know what I'm saying? Because not everybody like rap. Not everybody likes R&B. Not everybody likes pop music. You know what I'm saying? Some people are very like ethnically cultured. You know what I'm saying? And so that stuff over there kind of fits everybody's type of genre, everybody's type of, you know, whatever it is. Yeah, I heard Jamaica's real nice. My homeboys came from Jamaica, I think it was 2 months ago. He gave me some of their money. I forgot how much it's called. I think it's only worth like $1 or so, you feel me? But it looked like it said like 500. I think it said $100. I think it looked like the $100 bill or whatever. But it was pretty cool to have some Jamaican money, man. You know what I'm saying? Like some dude in the airport, he gave me a Japanese yen or whatever it was, because I was playing the piano in Chicago. It's a white guy. He was like, hey, he said, you know, he said, you take it over to the currency exchange. He said, it's only worth like, I think $6. But it says like $4,000. I'm like, oh, he gave me a $4,000 bill. I said, homie, we rich. I said, forget this channel, forget these Negroes. I ain't got nothing back it up. I said, hey, he never gave me no $4,000. Like, I said, boy, come on, man. Hold on. What you said, Janice? What? Where's the message? I didn't see it. Hold on. But that's why I said, like, when you what did I say? I forgot what I was saying, bro. That's why I was saying, like, when you look at the community of the world, man, you know what I'm saying, you see like everybody understands this. And so, you know what I'm saying, if I could have my name big from doing music in the United States or overseas, I would have it overseas. You know what I'm saying? I might not speak the language over in, like, I might not speak Italian, but I'd rather have an audience over in Italy, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's always something about foreign, man. Like, foreign is always better, you feel me? And it's just like, I mean, again, I'll take anybody anywhere, but I told you, United States, they don't really care about like a lot of this type of stuff, you feel me? It's always kind of hard to push a lot of your brand and, you know what I'm saying, your sound here, because everybody has different type of sounds. And then, you know, people in the United States are a little bit more selfish than they are everywhere else, you know what I'm saying? Like, other countries support each other. United States, we don't, you know what I'm saying? We always like rivaling, you know what I'm saying? Stuff gets old fast. The trends here are ridiculous, you know what I mean? So if your name ain't buzzing already or you ain't top notch, people don't really want to support you yet, you know what I'm saying? They don't really want to support a lot of up and coming people, you know? That's why I said, my friends in Louisville, I'm from Kentucky, but people do not support each other there. We be having events for artists all the time, and people don't want to show up. They don't want to support. I got friends, but like I said, like, a lot of them there, they didn't want to support your music. They don't care about that. They never care. You know what I'm saying? They know I did it, and they would see me repost it, and they would see me trying, but a lot of them don't care because that's how they are. But then when I'm looking over in like France and people are listening to me over there, or people in Russia are listening to me, I said, they support you more than your own people. And that's what that does, man. It's like a prophet is without honor in his own city, man. Like, your own city is not going to take care of you the way that the other parts of the world will, you know what I mean? And that's okay. Listen, that's okay. I learned I don't want people in Kentucky to listen to my stuff, bro. I don't necessarily just want people in Texas, man, to listen to my stuff. And I don't necessarily want people just on this channel to listen to my stuff, dude. I want my stuff to be far and abroad, man, elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? You know, I figured when the channel got big, I said, okay, well, everybody gonna run and stream the music, obviously, because they know I do music. No, they don't. And that's okay. I'm like, because again, you know, a lot of Negroes, they don't support stuff. So I'm like, that's okay. That's fine, because I don't want all the Negroes to support my stuff, man. I will go get some other Negroes that want to support my stuff. You know what I'm saying? I have streams over in Lebanon, man, in Saudi Arabia. They get music too. Like, they got the same apps and stuff that we got. And I said, this type of sound goes more for them because this is the world's type genre. I said, United States don't really care about a lot of this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Everybody all over the world likes ambient and piano music. You know what I'm saying? I said, I try to advertise that stuff here. Not everybody is going to really want to know that because, again, like, it's whatever. When you see some of the top ambient artists are like pianists, I said a lot of them they be like Dutch or Swedish or something, you know what I'm saying? Because again, over there, they love that type of stuff. They don't really care for a lot of that here, you know what I mean? So, as I said, I'd rather have an international audience because international is so much bigger and it's so much better, bro. You know what I'm saying? I told you, China got 2 billion people. It's like a percentage of the world's population. So I'm like, bro, imagine putting your stuff over there, man. If 1 billion of them people listen to your stuff, you good. So. Yeah, they cook the best jerk chicken. my friend's wife, man, she's Jamaican, man. They so cool, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, yeah, he said she be making the best food, the best jerk chicken and all. He's like, yeah, she throw down, bro. She made us some jerk chicken one time. They go to our church back home. And she was laughing. I posted, I was wearing a Dominican stuff yesterday. And so I put on my story, I said, me no black poppy, me Dominican or whatever. And she was laughing. She said, bro, I like this. This is funny. Like everybody was laughing at it. They was like, this is funny. You know what I'm saying? But that'd be cool, man. That's why I said, like, I'm just right now, my mind is just like so much further abroad because I feel like everybody goes there for vacation. They always go to Turks and Caicos, so they go to Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? Dominican Republic, like, which is cool. It's just, I want to go somewhere further abroad where ain't nobody been there yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to go somewhere far, you know what I mean? Because my goal, like I said, my goal is just to build deep community, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to build community all over, not just the United States. I think the United States would be the last place I want to build community, honestly. I'm not gonna lie to you. Even though we all speak English, you know what I'm saying? It's easier to talk to, you would think it's easier to talk to all of us here. No, it's not. People overseas, boy, you might not understand the word that they say. I said, but because they friendship and their attitude is so different. Remember I told y'all before, I went on a date in Costa Rica, bro. The last time I was in Costa Rica, that was when Stisha got married. That was 2021. I said, me and my ex just broke up like about a month or so prior. And so, you know, his brother was single, man. I was back on the market, you know what I'm saying? So I said, all right, man. I'm in Costa Rica, land of opportunity, because, boy, the mamacitas. And so I was like, I'm going to put myself out here, you feel me? I already knew 2 people that lived out there. So one of the girls that I knew, I was like, okay. I said, well, you know, what's up? And so I was like, all right, you know, she wanted to meet me because, again, we never really, like, we always followed each other. We talked, but we never, like, had met. So she was always like, well, when you come back to Costa Rica, she said, let us know. She's like, let me know, and I'll try to link up with you, you know what I'm saying? And so I was like, okay, cool, I'll let you know. And so, do I know her? But she looked mad familiar. I thought I knew her. But she was like, let me know. So when I came, I let her know, you know what I'm saying? And so it was like, I think a day. It was about like 2 days before Stisha got married. So me and her just chilled and spent some time together, you know what I'm saying? So she came in real early in the morning, you know what I'm saying? I told her where she was on the other side of Costa Rica. You know, Costa Rica ain't no bigger than Kentucky. It's like really hilly, tropical, but it'll still take you a good 4 hours to get somewhere because of all the terrain and all the roads going around, you know what I'm saying? Like Stisha told me, she said, brother, she lives in the city. The city is like 4 hours away from the beach. But she said, honestly, she said if you was to drive straight through the forest and everything, she said the beach would have been probably no further than like an hour away. She said, but because of all the terrain and stuff, it takes you about a good 3-4 hours to get anywhere, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it, you know. So like I said, old girl came through, you know what I'm saying? And so in Costa Rica, they speak English and Spanish. Most of them don't understand enough, you know what I'm saying? They take US dollars, you know what I'm saying? But she didn't really know no English, you know what I'm saying? And so I told her, I was like, that's okay. So, because I was kind of sitting here like, you know, I mean, sometimes we would text in English or sometimes we'll text in Spanish. And so I was kind of like, well, it's different than texting than it is talking. So I said, man, how we gonna do this? You know what I'm saying? Like, we meet up, how we gonna do this? So I met up with her. And, you know what I'm saying? You meet her, you give them a hug, and, you know, blah, blah, the basics. But when it came to, that was during COVID time too, so everybody started kind of wearing masks a little bit. And so I thought it would have been difficult. I thought it would have been awkward because, again, she don't know English and I don't really know Spanish. I thought it would have been awkward by, like, having to use Translate to talk to each other. It really wasn't. That's the thing. It really wasn't, though. Like, bro, it was almost like if I was to meet one of y'all, it's just we texted each other. That's pretty much what it was like. Like, we were still with each other. We were still close to each other. You know what I'm saying? We had little funny laughs and interactions. And then when she wanted to know something, she'll text it to me. I would read it, then I'll text it right back to her. You would think that would be awkward, I'd be weird. It really wasn't, man. It was almost like this is still talking just with the phone. You know what I mean? And so when she was like, hey, I want to go here, all right, let's go. You know what I'm saying? And so when it came to like getting like a lift or something, you know, of course they all spoke Spanish. She would translate for me, you know what I'm saying? Or when it came to getting the table or getting the tickets or something, she would translate it for me, you know what I'm saying? Like she would talk to her for me and whatnot, you feel me? And so it was pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? So I had to come over to Airbnb where we were staying at. And so Stisha came through. So Stisha, it's funny, Stisha understood her more than me. This is supposed to be my date. It's like, you know, Stisha speaks Spanish. And so Stisha was chopping it up in Spanish with her, you know what I'm saying? And so I was just like, man, it was cool, you know what I'm saying? It was cool. And so I said, Mama and Stisha was about to go somewhere. She was up all morning because she had to travel, she had to get on the bus to come way to this side. It was like 4 hours, I remember it was like 4 hours away. So she went, we got met up like kind of still in the morning-ish time, you know what I'm saying? And so it was, you know what I'm saying? She was kind of tired, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, well, you know, you can rest. I said, you can rest here if you want to because you've been up all day. And so Mom and Stisha said they was about to go somewhere. And so I was like, all right, well, y'all go do what y'all want to do. I said, you know, she's been up all day. She's been tired. And so Mama gave me that look. Hey, Mama's lame, dude. She gave me that look. She said, nah, you ain't. She said, I ain't leaving you here in my Airbnb. I said, what you talking about? She said, nah. She said, that's why you want us to go. I said, no. I said, nah. I didn't even think about it like that. I said, nah. I said, why y'all lame, man? Why y'all do it like that? I said, why y'all do it like that? I said, Mama, if you implying that I'm trying to knock off somebody that I just met for the first time, I said, Mama, first off, hey, your boy has never done that. And then second of all, oh, never. He said, never. And I was like, it's never been on the first date. Never. When I told her, she was just like, nah. She said, nah, not in my Airbnb. I was like, bro, what? She said, not in here. I said, because I didn't know what she meant by that. I was like, what are you talking about? I said, she can't sleep in here? And I said, oh, I said, Mom, you lame for that. You lame. That was not my intentions, okay? Not 75% of my intentions. Nah, but it was cool enough, you feel me? I told her, I said, Mama, you do know that a lot of men don't just knock up everything they see, right? You know I ain't like it. Believe me, if I wanted to be like it, it's called Louisville, Kentucky, which is why I got out. It's super simple to do that, so no. But then again, like I said, Mama ain't no fool. I mean, a lot of times you see people like that, like, I mean, come on, this is a gorgeous woman, bro. She's Costa Rican, so she's gorgeous, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, they ain't malnourished. They not malnourished, for real. Looking good in all the right places. So yeah, obviously. I said, Mama, come on. you should know me by now. I said, look, since the Airbnb's in your name, okay, I'll let it slide. So me and a girl, we went over to McDonald's, you know what I'm saying? Got some breakfast, you know what I'm saying? And all she did the translating. Like I said, she would do the talking, you know what I'm saying? And then when it came to, like I said, she met Mama, she met my people, you feel me? And so later that night, we went out to, we had like the little, like celebratory dinner or whatever. So like I said, she came with us. And, you know what I'm saying? We was just, and my brother-in-law, he's Costa Rican, so of course they understand each other. They speak Spanish. And so like I said, we was chopping it up, you know what I mean? But before that, we went to the movies. We went to the mall. It was like a movie theater in the mall. Real super nice place. So we saw that James Bond movie that came out. It was the last one, the very last James Bond movie. And so we were just chopping it up and whatnot. So we was kind of hitting each other back and forth while the movie was going on. And I thought it was going to, because again, I was kind of like, man, how's it going to work? We don't understand each other. We don't know how to talk. But I'm like, it really wasn't. It was like, bro, it was actually really normal. Like, You know what I'm saying? And I like that better. It was crazy because I like that better than I do with the American girls. That's crazy. I was like, bro, even though I can't really like we would say a little something in Espanol. She might try to talk a little English. You know what I'm saying? It was something like it. But I said, but even though I couldn't really understand her and she couldn't really understand me, again, we understood the concept. Like we still had a great connection. You know what I'm saying? And so we remained cool for a very long time. Like I said, it's like you don't have to understand somebody's language, man, to really like understand them, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, you might not spoke a lick of my English, and I might not spoke a lick of your Espanol, but you know what I'm saying? We still get each other. You feel me? And so I was like, I had to tell people, I said, bro, I never did that before. I was like, that's crazy. I was the only time I ever went on a date with somebody that didn't understand me. I didn't understand it, but we still had a great time. You know what I mean? And so it let me know right there. I said, bro, there is no such thing. And I just ran into a dude. I just saw a dude when I was in Panama City. He was my Uber driver to the airport. And he had told me, he said, because again, it's funny because he was a pastor. And he's also a musician. And I said, well, brother, my father's a pastor. I didn't tell him who daddy was. But I said, brother, my father's a pastor, man. I said he was a pastor. You know, and I said, I'm a musician too. So we clicking, you know, one-on-one, you know what I'm saying? Just having a good convo, you know what I'm saying? And so he had told me, he said, yeah, he had got divorced a while back. What's up, my boy? What's good with you, man? He said he had just got divorced after I think like 30 years of married to some woman he was with. You know, so he was like, yeah, it sucked. He said, but now he got him a, what is she, man? I can't remember what, I think it was like, he said a Colombian. That's what it is. I got me a Colombian. And he said, the crazy thing is, he said, I don't understand her at all. And she don't understand me. He said, but we just go back and forth on Translate, but it feels normal. I said, bro, I just had that same thing happen a couple years ago. I said, I know exactly what you mean, you know what I'm saying? So he said, yeah, he said, even though she can't understand me, he said, she's with me now. He said, she been with me for a while, you know what I'm saying? And I said, that's the best type, man. Like I said, you with somebody that don't understand you, but it's just like, y'all still had that same connection. I say all of that to say, man, like I said, community is very important, man. So when you make community all over the world, bro, that's what you can have, man. People might not understand you, but they understand your lingo. They understand your music. You know what I'm saying? Like what you got going on, you feel me? So that's what I'm trying to do, establish my brand elsewhere and everywhere, you know what I'm saying? You know, I don't mind the United States, but I'm kind of done with the United States, bro. Like, I want my stuff to be in all countries, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I said we do got a great community here, man, you know what I'm saying? And when we see people's talents and abilities and gifts and all type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, we definitely lift that stuff up, man, you know what I mean? We're very positive when it comes to that, you know? Like I said, I don't want y'all to just watch me all day, man. I'm boring. Like, I don't want y'all to watch me all day. Like, rest about y'all too, you know what I mean? So I don't want to just talk about me all the time, bro. Like, I want y'all to talk about what y'all talk about, you know what I'm saying? Like, even when we be doing our Discord, man, like I said, homeboy, man, he be streaming his stuff when he be working and stuff. That's pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get to see him work while we talk, you know what I mean? And that's cool, because I never really did that on my stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'll let y'all do whatever y'all want for real, like, you know? Because I trust y'all. I know y'all ain't crazy. But, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's just like, you know, we all kind of have a little something, man. Like I said, we're going to go on the Discord tonight. It's still early. It's only 6:44, so we're going to get on there a little later. But that's why I wanted to get on here and just talk about community, man, because just to show you how important and how valuable this is, you know what I'm saying? I love that, you know what I'm saying? When you have a great place where people can come through and come together, you know what I'm saying? And I said, you know, just all over the world, even people that ain't even on this channel, man, people that's on like all type of channels or like in all type of countries, honestly. I said it's the same any and everywhere that you go with, for real, you know what I'm saying? So, like, that's the great part about it, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I said, and I always love that, man. I said I love to see people that's of different cultures, ethnicities, colors, but everybody comes together, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm as black as the ace of spades, you feel me? But I said I could be around Chinese people, you feel me? I'd be around the Russians, the whitest of the white, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really care, you know what I mean? And I said it's all about going everywhere, man, and just seeing what's out there. Because again, I want to build a community in all types of places, bro. I told you, all the four corners, how many corners of the world there is, that's where I'm trying to go, bro. I'm really trying to build a community everywhere, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna add a lot more in this Discord, and then there's another Discord I'm gonna have. Probably not even a Discord. It's gonna be like a whole nother group thing that I got that ain't nobody in yet. But I'm building it slowly because again, I'm getting more of the audience of people who have never met me yet or never kids, man, it's kids all over the place. They starting to piss me off. But I'm probably about to move in a little bit. Kids, but yeah, man, that's why I said like community is so important, man, because it's very I don't want to say rare, but it's just coming across the right people for the community. Not saying everybody's bad or they not good. It's just some people just don't belong everywhere, you know what I mean? And I feel like with what I'm doing, not everybody belongs. Not everybody bad, but not everybody belong. You know what I'm saying? And then what else I'm about to do too, like not everybody is gonna belong over there either. You know what I mean? And it's no shade. There's no, like I said, even my channel that nobody knows about, none of y'all know about it. It ain't no diss or no shade to y'all. It's just that's my thing. You know what I mean? I don't want everybody over it personally. Y'all got stuff that y'all don't want everybody or nobody in either. So it's like it. You know what I mean? So hold on. What's up? What's up, bro? How you doing, man? What is it? Haitian? Yeah. Hey, what's up, bro? What's up, man? It's good to meet a Haitian, bro. Yeah, I just met a fella Haitian, boy. He said something in, I'm about to say patois, whatever it was. I think he said his peoples is from her. You see how I said, like, when I wear stuff like this, like, people actually support that, you know what I'm saying? That's why I said I'm multicultural, Steve, bro. I love multicultural stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, every time I wore one of these, or I wore, like, the Mexican flag, or, like, they hat or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, people, they love that. They love, like, when you acknowledge them or when you, like, represent they people, you know what I'm saying? So every time I wear this, man, it's just like, you don't know who be Haitian until they come up like, hey, man, that's what's up, you know what I mean? Or when I wear something Mexico, they're like, hey, man, that's what's up, I like that, you feel me? So, I love representing all the corners of the world. Who's still here? Y'all can hear me? Who's still here? But I love representing all the corners of the world, you know what I'm saying? So, like, when people are I'm very multicultural with what I do, you know what I mean? Because, again, I'm not just trying to represent the United States, man. I love my people, but I'm just not trying to represent us, man. I'm trying to represent all the people, man. We all people, you feel me? Like, I love my people, man, like no other, but I'm just like, that we also have other people all over the world, too, you feel me? These kids, I get too close to these scooters. I'm tired of these kids, these scooters out here, man. I'm almost hitting everybody on here. But, yo. Hold on, y'all. There we go. So, yeah, man. I don't know. Just when I think about stuff like that, bro, it really just makes me happy. It gets me excited, So yeah, that's why I said I'm not U.S. based. Definitely not U.S. based no more. You know what I'm saying? So. But yeah, I hope it's making sense. Like I said, when I talk about community and stuff like that, that's the importance of it. That's the stuff that I like, man. It definitely makes me happy. So, like I said, I love the audience that I get, but I'm trying to reach all type of audiences, you know what I'm saying? Like, multiple, so. As you see, I got an audience here in San Antonio. Like, I got a pretty all right audience, you know what I'm saying? Most of my subscribers I've been having within the last 28 days. Remember I told you I had like 100 plus subscribers? Most of them have been coming from San Antonio. I didn't realize how many people I was running up on that was like trying to sub to the channel, and they was telling their people and their friends were subbing and stuff. I didn't realize like a lot of those people was coming from San Antonio, you know what I'm saying? So it is pretty crazy, man, to see that, you feel me? So yeah, that's why I said like community, man, is so important, bro. You feel me? Oh, somebody in trouble. Somebody in trouble. See how they let their kids run all over the place. She say, why you out here by yourself? I'm like, cause you let them. Can't let your kids run out here and wonder by themselves, girl. Anyways. Where my people at, man? Where y'all at? Y'all quiet today? Are y'all just soaking in what I'm saying? Like, what's up? Where are y'all? Hold on. How's up? How's up?
I'm not gonna get anything.
Yeah, it's all community, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything's all community based, you feel me? So that's why I'm happy, man. I'm more excited when I see the foreigner, man. I'm not even gonna lie, man. Like, I understand why the Bible do talk about the foreigner too, or whatever. Hold on. I told you hold on. The foreigner, man. The foreigner plays a big part in everything, bro. Honestly. So. Because, again, the world is bigger than just the United States, man. I told you, the United States is so boring, man. Like, English is so boring. Don't nobody want to be in Maine. Like, you forget this stuff. That's a state like Vermont, New Hampshire or something. Like, nobody want to be there. There's no culture, no life up here, dude. You know what I'm saying? That's got to be Trump capital up here. Like, people be in Connecticut. Like, what is in Connecticut? Like, you know, who wants to be there? But then when you go to places, like I said, I mean, maybe like Florida, Texas, or, you know what I'm saying? You might go somewhere, Arizona, you know, okay, but. And again, there ain't no diss to y'all state if y'all in love with y'all state. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? And even Texas is not even all that compared to overseas, bro, you know? And the people are just so much more interesting over there than they are here, you know what I'm saying? So I'd rather be, somebody about to get towed. Somebody get towed over. But I said I'd rather just be over there, man, reaching that audience. Because again, when I see them comment under my stuff in another language and I got to translate that, I like that because it shows me that it's reaching. You get to see how much people it reached, you feel me? And so then you start to look at like how many people is watching it and where they watching it from in the world. It'd be like 3% watch from India, you know what I'm saying? 10% watch from Russia. It's like, that's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, who's over there watching it? Like, I made this video in Kentucky, or I made this video in Texas, and it's like, it's reaching people all the way over there. That's the beauty of it, bro. That's literally the beauty of it. So, it's a Connecticut is where my dad is from. I didn't even know Connecticut had black people. That's the crazy part. Like I said, I didn't even know Virginia or Connecticut or they was even talking about, I think, like New Hampshire or somewhere. I'm like, they got black people? That's crazy. I mean, they just ain't really places I really want to be at, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be somewhere further away. Well, I just like forward, man. Like, when your mind is open to traveling, if you ain't never been out the country, I'm trying to tell you, boy, some of the best community you gonna see is between Costa Ricans, bro. They have like a love bond like crazy, man. Like they love their people, dude. They literally like all stick together. That's one thing about them. They are super loyal. They are super, just super loving. You know what I'm saying? And I said it's crazy because when we go there, they got love for the foreigner, man. They love American people. You know what I'm saying? But it's like when they come here, Americans treat them bad. You know what I mean? You go to Mexico, a lot of them got love for the Americans, man, but then they come here and then look at how they treat them. It's just, that's bad, you know what I'm saying? It's really crazy. But, that's crazy, man. I didn't know that. But, yo, when they come here, man, that's why I said, like, you start to see how they get treated, you know what I'm saying? I said, well, that's not how they treat us, and that's sad, you know what I mean? So, like I said, I love it. In other places, man, because of the way they treat you. You know what I'm saying? They treat you like, I mean, you feel more Costa Rican than you do American when you go over there. Because again, they don't look at you bad. They look at you as like, oh my God, like this is a black American. We love them. You know what I'm saying? They think you American. They think you are Costa Rican until you talk. Or if you kind of wearing something flashy, like if I was wearing a whole bunch of this and you know what I'm saying, like kind of flashy, they would know you American because they don't really do a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? Like not too much. But I said like, I remember Daddy said that. He said when he was in Africa. He said Africans are a lot different from us, you know what I'm saying? He was like, the way they kind of have like they swag and stuff, he said they don't really have their swag like we do, you know what I'm saying? He said you might see an African, they might be walking like he said they kind of like might be walking kind of funny. He said I was over there because Daddy always had that walk. He said I was all walking like, he said I was walking with the lean and stuff. And he said they look at you like, that's different, you know what I'm saying? Like we ain't seen that. Because a lot of them, he was like, when they went over there, he said a lot of Africans just be like staring at you just like everywhere you go at. He said, but they doing it because they never really seen an African American, you know what I'm saying? They never really seen like a black American over there like that, you know what I'm saying? So when he went over to Nigeria, you know what I'm saying? And people were seeing him, that's probably why he got to talk to that one king and queen or somewhere, you know what I'm saying? And that's why he took a picture with him and they wanted him to come to their church in another country. I don't know if it was Nigeria, it was another country. I think it was Nigeria or something. But, you know, because they see you as a black American, they just like, oh, that's crazy. Like, they want to be like, oh, I got a connection with a black American, you know what I'm saying? Because they see you off TV all the time, but they never really seen you, you know what I'm saying? Unlike here, we seen Africans in person, but over there, they don't really see a lot of black Americans because I don't know if we really go over there or everywhere in Africa like that, you know? And so, like I said, when they see that, they just like, man, I ain't never seen that before, you know what I'm saying? Like, even when I was in Costa Rica, man, we went to the Jamaican side, and they do the same thing, you know what I'm saying? And so they be staring at you like that everywhere you go at, and you think they looking like, you know, they try to size you up, but it's not that. It's just they never seen a black American, you know what I'm saying? They was like, oh, you from the States, you know what I'm saying? So over there, they love you. They adore you. They want to be like you, you know what I'm saying? I mean, when you see a whole bunch of dread-headed Chief Keef looking like, I said, bro, you be like, oh, these niggas crazy. But they cool. They just be like, hey, what's up, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't messing with nobody. And I said over there they a lot different, man. But they big on community. And I said even though I'm not one of them, they treat you like you one of them, man. That's the powerful part about it. It's like that's the powerful part of the community, dog. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I said like I can have a support base of them. I said, bro, ain't nobody more chilly than a Jamaican. I said I have a support base of them. And so when you get, like I said, when I hung with my friend group back in 2020, my friend from Spain, I went to her little college up there. She went to a college like 3 hours away from Louisville. And so I went to go hang with them one day. And it was all foreigners, bro. It was all foreigners. I was the only American there, dude. Everybody there was from another, I think it was one white girl that was from here. But everybody else was from either Japan, Spain, Nigeria, Tokyo, Taiwan. They was from everywhere, dude. And it was kind of nice to kind of just be like the only solo American, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like a foreigner to them, you know what I'm saying? But we all are like cool, man. We getting along, you know what I'm saying? We have people from India, you know what I'm saying? One dude was from France, you know what I'm saying? Like it is crazy. It was a black dude from France and everything, you feel me? Like, but it was like, you know, it was different, bro. You know what I mean? Hey, how you doing? How you doing? But I said it was still community, even though we couldn't. Whose kid is this screaming, bro? I'm trying to talk here. But like we all could like have a great time, man, because again, we was very like diverse. You know what I'm saying? But I told you over there, people treat you like a person. They're not looking at you like we look at each other here. We always so separated with colorism. You know what I'm saying? So there's always a war between black and white. You know what I'm saying? Or now it's white and Hispanic or black and Hispanic. It's always like, it's stupid. This whole stupid color stuff. I can't stand it, man. You know what I'm saying? So I understand, we understand who we are as a people, and you know what I'm saying? We understand who we are as black folks, but I said, it don't make you better than nobody because you black, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that stuff. I said, over here at A-Steve, we understand our Hebrew roots, but I said, but we love white people too, man. We love white people, we love Asians, we love Africans, we love all of them, you know what I'm saying? I said, this channel is not just for the black American, dude. This channel's for everybody, man. And I said, truth be told, I was trying to do a channel where I was trying to reach more people all over the world before I was trying to reach a black American, dude. We've always reached a black American our whole life, dude. We always reach white people and black Americans. Like, I want to reach people I ain't never reached before, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm like, it's kind of hard to do on this channel now, you know what I'm saying? But my other ones I can do that on. I like it over there better, so. So, yeah, man. This is just how it is. But it's all about community, though. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I said when we over here, we build the best community. You feel me? And as you see, it's growing. It's getting bigger. We having our chats, man. We having our talks. We having one-on-ones with each other. And it feels great, man. That's why I said people, they love to come over here and talk, man. You know what I'm saying? The homie, hey, Mike, the homie last night, boy, he was a talking, boy. Hey, he was a talking. Somebody calling me, y'all. My bad. Daggone scammers, man, calling me. Like I said, the homie start talking. He just be talking. You know what I'm saying? They be talking up a storm. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's what it's for, man. That's what people are here for. They can talk, man. They can make combos. They can make, you know, just have some funny going on. You feel me? Like, that's what it's all about, bro. That's why I say the stories are interesting. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, y'all heard me talk on the phone all the time, but I'm like, I'll let y'all go ahead and rant if y'all want to, say what y'all want to, because I always do, you know what I mean? So that's why I said, like, bro, y'all get on there and talk away, man. That's why, like I said, earlier this year when I would dip out, when I say I'd be right back, but I was actually talking to old girl on the phone because she would call me around that time and we'd be on the phone for hours, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, because I was like, I just let y'all go. I let y'all talk because I'm just like, y'all heard me talk all the time. This is a great time for y'all to break bread, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to always be there for that. And so that's why I said I was playing video games last night, man. I was on Call of Duty Survival Mode, man. Bro, I was on like round 15 or round 20. Bro, it takes you about a good 25 to 30 minutes to get to them rounds, bro. The homie was talking. That's why I was like, I don't forget. I was like, bro, just go ahead and talk, bro. I'm playing my video game. I said, y'all always hear me say whatever. I said, I'm gonna let y'all just say whatever y'all want to, bro. So I ain't got to. It really did, bro. That's why I said, like, I would say be right back. Because I was like, maybe, because again, I wasn't planning on being on the phone long with her. Because she was a teacher, so she had to be up around like 5 in the morning. So, of course, we was kind of like, we ain't going to keep it that long, you know what I'm saying? And so, But then when we started talking, we started playing like the 20 questions game, and we got really interested in it. You know what I'm saying? We started talking about some real stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, me and old girl, we was relating with each other real good. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, she had lost her father too, right around the same time like Daddy, we lost Daddy. You know what I'm saying? And so her father died from cancer, and then I told her what Daddy died from. You know what I'm saying? And so her dog's name is Tank. My dog's name is Tank. You know what I'm saying? We have some of the same similarities. I was like, bro, that's crazy. And so that's why we click so good with each other. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why we would talk and just chop it up. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that'd be cool, man, until they get mental. They just get real weird, and then, you know, you can't talk to them. So then that's when the be right backs turn to, all right, yeah, I'm here all night. What y'all want? What y'all want to do? So it was whatever, you know. But I did that. I did that because I didn't want to do everything no more. You feel me? What's up, Crystal? I'm like, y'all can run the chat yourself, man. Y'all can get in there and talk. You feel me? I don't want to do that all the time no more. So, y'all like they're playing soccer. Hold on. But yeah, that's why I said, like, I like to think of everything multicultural, man, you know what I'm saying? So I even noticed with some of my videos, I put the location overseas, because I'm like, overseas, man, is bigger. I want people from Rome to watch me, man, from Naples, you know what I'm saying, to watch me. I don't care about American folks, man. I don't want nobody from Tennessee. I want somebody overseas, bro. Because they going to do more with it, because when they get the word out there, bro, everybody see, overseas, they think differently, man. They don't just think about their country. They think about the whole world, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody in Italy ain't just trying to talk about Italy all day. They want to go next door to, like, France or Spain or whatever, wherever that is located. Everybody is talking about other countries. That's why when you see the foreigner in their land, they're not just foreigners to them, dude. They look at them as people. It's very common to see a lot of Germans in Italy, you know what I'm saying? It's very common to see a lot of Africans in Spain, because Africa's right there, you know what I'm saying? Like, over there, they understand. They understand you're going to have a lot of Russians, a lot of Chinese, you know what I'm saying? Like, they look at that as a good thing, you know what I'm saying? Over here, we look at it like it's colorism stuff, you feel me? So that's why we always got to have Chinatown and Asian Town and, you know what I'm saying, Little Sicily, Little Italy. It's like we always got to have, like, certain things. We got the black areas, you got the white areas, the Hispanic areas. Like, it's so segregated, man. I don't like it. And I mean, maybe not. It's not always necessarily a bad thing, because I mean, everybody has their own, like, little corner, you know what I mean? But I say it's mainly based off of segregation, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, it just, you know, we never really get a big, remember that Schoolhouse Rock song, The American Melting Pot, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's not even like that no more, you feel me? It's kind of like, it's more like exclusivity now than it really is inclusivity, you know what I mean? And maybe it's not for everybody, that's fine, but I realized that with the United States, they don't like that stuff, man. They do not like, you know, especially nowadays, man, as time gets scarce. It's kind of like 50-50, because the younger generation, they don't really care. You know, they accept anything, they don't care. But, you know what I'm saying? The older generation, what America is really based off of, man, like the United States, they base it off of just the stupid stuff, you know what I mean? And so that's why we in almost daggone 2026, and we still got this racism stuff going on. We still got this colorism, this division. You know what I'm saying? It really never changed, bro. It never changed. So even with saying America, that's why I said, like, we doing it all wrong, dude. All of this is America, man. Canada, North America, Latin America, and South America. So when you go to Costa Rica, they don't say, are you from America? They say, are you from the States? Because it's all America, man. It's just, these are the United States of America. Down there is Latin America, which is where Costa Rica is. And then down there is South America, which is where, you know, Brazil and Argentina and, you know, them, they down there. I said, but all of this is America, dude. But Americans don't, like, the United States Americans, they don't see it that way. They like, nah, we're the only America that matters. It's like, no, we're not. All of it's America, dude. Just because it's not the United States doesn't mean that it's not still America, man. You know what I mean? And I said, see, that's very disrespectful, man. I feel like that is extremely disrespectful to how they treat the rest of the world, you know what I'm saying? And that's stuff I don't like, man. That's why I said I don't want to be like that, you know what I'm saying? So when I go there, I respect their customs, their cultures, you know what I'm saying? Like, as I said, when I came back to the United States, I didn't even think the same way like I used to no more. I don't even think like that, bro. My mind is like way more advanced than what it really used to be, you feel me? Because again, I feel like that's like extremely disrespectful, man, when it comes to other people. It's like, you ain't the only person that matter, bro. You definitely not the only person that matter. You know, there's a whole world out there. It's like, you ain't the only one, you know what I mean? Well, that's what's up, man. Well, shout out to the Haitians, man, West Indies. Like I said, I've been trying to go to Trinidad and Tobago too, you know what I'm saying? So I said a brother might go to either Jamaica or Trinidad and Tobago, go get his wife over here. I might get me a wife over here. Because I'm like, honestly, man, I feel like that's where some of the best women is. You feel me? Some of the best wives over there. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's nobody better than a Jamaican woman. So. Maybe. But I don't know. As I said, I'm just trying to travel and see the world, see stuff. You know what I'm saying? Places I ain't never been, stuff I ain't never did. You know what I'm saying? Because again, community is pretty much anywhere you want to make it, man. Remember I told y'all that analogy why everybody want to come to this whole stupid colorism stuff. They said, nah, because only your own kind is gonna get you like that. I said, okay, maybe we might understand certain things that we go through that nobody else understand. That doesn't mean that we only gonna get love from our own kind. If that was true, boy, we got the most hate in the world from our own kind, dude. You got your own kind that hate you more than white people, bro. I'm trying to tell you. So no, being around your own kind does not mean that you necessarily are gonna do good and everybody gonna love you. That's gonna be the opposite, man. That's why if you notice, if you get around other foreigners and other people, they treat you like you matter. I said, you know why? Because your own people don't care about you, man. I said, Jesus wasn't just around Jewish people, man. He was around the Egyptians. He was around the, wherever land he went to, he was around them too, bro. He wasn't just around his people. He was around all type of people. You know what I'm saying? And that's literally the same way I am. I'm like, bro, I'm not just around my people. I'm around all types of people, man, because they treat me with love and respect. You feel me? I said, if I go to Finland, man, that could be the whitest place in the world. If I go to Finland, you mean to tell me if the whole country racist, I can't find 5 people that love me? The good is always going outweigh the bad, bro. Even back in the civil rights era, I said, you know, with the whole Jim Crow laws and, you know, the whole black and white stuff, I said, they even said the South was the black's best friend, dude, because the white people in the South love the black folk. So you still had a remnant where you can go where there was still people that was going to show you love, even though it was a lot of racism. The country was probably the majority racist. But I said, but there was still a safe spot that you can go where people wasn't like it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't like that, dude. You feel me? I said, you can find, you mean tell me out of the millions of people that live here, you can't find at least 10 good people that love God like you do. 10 people that got the love of God that's going to treat you with respect like they, like anybody else would, right? The love of God does not just reside in black folk. Believe me, I've seen it. It does not. It ain't just in white folk. There's no such thing as one color of the love of God, but the love of God come in all shapes and sizes, all forms of people. You know what I'm saying? If you dying out there on the streets in your city, are you dying out there in the streets of Italy? You think they gonna walk over you because you ain't one of them? You think somebody from Rome is just gonna step over you while you choking? Like, no, they gonna help you too because they love you enough to help you. It's not just about no freaking color, man. There's all stupid colors and stuff everybody do. It's like, man, ain't got nothing to do with that. That's why I said I love my Hebrew people, man. I love my color and my race, but I said, boy, I don't care nothing about it when it comes to loving people, man, because again, the Bible told me to love unconditionally. It didn't just say love the Hebrews only. It said love everybody, man. Everybody. I got love for the Haitians. I got love for the Jamaicans. I got love for the white people. I got love for the Italians. I got love for everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying this. That's what making a community is. Remember, I told you the most segregated time of day is Sunday service, man. Sunday morning is the most racist time of day. The day of the Lord is the most racist time of day, man, because you got the black church, then you got the white church, then you got the Mexican church. You got all type of people that split up. Nobody can come together no more and love God. Nobody cares about, like, they don't care about that. They just care about their own denomination. Now white people want to go back to having an all-white church, which again, I'm just like, all right, whatever. But I'm just like, at the same time, it's like we've been doing that too. And I said, the same God that we all claim to love, man, is the same God that we all segregate, man. You know what I mean? Yep. That's why I told you, bro, the whole world, they do love you, man. The whole world loves the black American. That's why, remember I told you about the girl I knew in Turkey? She said the same thing. That was right when Pastor Darby had preached that, dude. She literally said the same exact thing, bro. And she said the whole world is watching how these white people are doing y'all black people. She said that. I didn't make that up. And that's how I knew that he didn't make it up either, because some Turkish girl confirmed what he was talking about. She was like, your country is trying to downplay how they treat y'all with y'all police. She said, we watching that, and we like, y'all wrong. Like, they wrong for doing that to y'all, you know what I'm saying? So she was like, that's why we think that the United States is a joke, because of like y'all president and like what they doing, y'all police force and y'all government. She was like, y'all the worst. Like, y'all country's the worst. She said, and she told me, she was like, they all say that. They was like, bro, if you come over here to where I'm at, they said we don't do that. They was like, we don't treat people like that. She's like, we don't care about no color or no shades of brown. I know we don't do that. You know what I'm saying? They treat you off of how your character is. You know what I'm saying? Like they may not like you as a neighboring country because it's like some type of ancestral war going on. It's always like some type of ancestral genocide or something. But I say it's not because of your color, because again, an Armenian is the same color as a Turkish person. They look the same, but there's history there where there's beef. You know what I'm saying? It's not because they a different shade of, but like they literally all look like Kim K, bro. They all have the same type of look. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said you can look at Kim K them, they got that look. I said that's how she kind of looks. She kind of had that same type of look. They have the same eyes, same hair, the same type of skin. You know what I'm saying? They have all of it because they all look the same, bro. An Armenian, a Turkish, whatever else is next door to them, they all kind. It was another country that's next door. They all kind of look the same. You know what I'm saying? So they're not going off based off how you look or your skin color. They're just going off of a war that they've been doing for generations. You know what I'm saying? Versus her, they hate us because we this. We ain't do nothing to them. Man, nigga ain't never did nothing on white people, man. We don't even know y'all. We don't got no power to do nothing to y'all. So I don't know what y'all niggas hate us for. Y'all the ones that beat us, put us in chains, put us in slavery, bring us over here. You know what I'm saying? And now we free, and then y'all put us in the Jim Crow era. It's like, nigga, what we do to y'all? We ain't do nothing. Y'all just hate us because you hate us. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no generational war here. We ain't never did nothing to y'all niggas, man. Y'all just messing with us. You feel me? So yeah, that's why I was like, you know, it's different in the United States, man, because they based it off of color, man. That's what they did. They based it off of colorism. And so because they do that, that's why they were saying, like, a lot of people would be like, well, nah, because, you know, you talk to a lot of Latinos that come here, they like that, or you talk to a lot of Jamaicans. I said they do that because they talk this American media. And they talk to American media that they see when they talk about black folk, they think all black folk are like, just like the same with Mexicans. If you go over to Mexico, and you see, if you watching cartel activity on TV all day, and they talking about El Chapo and the crime syndicates and the killers and the bald head Mexican with the big mustaches with the tattoos killing everybody, when you go over there, you're gonna think like, oh man, that's the people they talking about on TV. So if you do happen to see a big old Mexican giant that look like the one they describe on TV, you're gonna think, oh, he killed people. It's like, no, it's just how he look. He's not necessarily a murderer. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna think all Mexicans are involved in this type of stuff. You feel me? It's the same thing they do with Muslim, you know what I'm saying? When you see somebody from Saudi Arabia or somebody from Lebanon or Iran or Iraq or something, and they walking around wearing the turbans covering their face, you think, oh man, they finna blow something up. It's like, because again, that's the propaganda that you showed. And then when you talk to them and they people, they like, we don't do that. They said, bro, the Taliban is an extremist group. They said, we don't do that. You know what I'm saying? They said, we are not like that. They paint that picture for y'all to hate us. And I said, it's the same thing with us. They paint that picture like we all killers and ghetto and thugs and crazy because they trying to get people to hate us. So the rest of the world is seeing what they spewing, how they advertising us. So that's why people are looking at us like, oh, y'all crazy because of what they showing. You know what I'm saying? What's up, LB? So imagine watching that off TV. And then what do? They get these people when they come to the United States to view them as white, to get their vote. You know what I'm saying? They want them to stay separated from the black and brown. You know what I'm saying? They want us to stay separated from the African American. So they always trying to get, I mean, you'll see somebody from India. People from India be darker than me. And they would consider them white before they consider them one of us, because they don't have a problem really with just like the skin. It's just the African American thing. Like they want to consider Africans more white than they consider African American. It's an internal beef, man, with the African American, man. I'm trying to tell you. And that's why I said it's okay. I said, listen, a lot of people now, everybody's inclusive with a lot of stuff now, and everybody's like, well, nah, you gotta let everybody and stuff. I said, bro, listen, I'm okay with white people not wanting me to use their bathroom, because I don't want to be around y'all niggas anyways. I'm okay if y'all don't want me going to y'all shops, because I don't want to be in your shops anyway, man. Man, a nigga trying to go overseas where they are, I don't want to be around you American niggas. Like, I don't like none of yous. So I'm like, it ain't like, it really hurt my feelings. You go somewhere where they just like, yeah, this is a whites only town. I'm like, well, bro, it's the reason why it's a whites only town, because it sucks. Like, I don't want to be here. There would be people that would be offended by this. Oh, see, that's the fence. I'm like, bro, would you buy a house here? You got a whites only town in the middle of Indiana and nowhere with cornfields. Like, bro, you don't want to be there. You just mad because they don't like black folks. I said you wouldn't go there even if you didn't like them. If you did like them, I'm like, so bro, why you acting like that? That's a big deal. We got blacks only area, which is called the hood. We got certain stuff that white people ain't in. So I'm just like, again, they don't want to be where we are, and I don't want to be where they at. Yeah, like, oh, little crappy tacky town. Just like, bro, I can go anywhere in the world I want to go. Why do I want to be around white people? I'm not mad because white people don't want you in their neighborhood. I'll go to another neighborhood that's owned by us. That's why it's good to see black-owned neighborhoods, dude. foreign neighborhoods, bro, because there's a little bit of everybody there, dude. I'm not trying to have no white picket fence, man, no American dream they trying to sell you, because it's all white people. I'm like, I ain't trying to do that stuff. I said, boy, I can have me a beach house in Costa Rica, cuz. Like, bro, I can have me a loft over in Thailand. Like, bro, I'll go over there. Like, cuz I'll be around the Taiwanese. Why I want to be around white people? Like, you see what I'm saying? You see how people are? When your mind is foreign, man, you ain't thinking about that stuff, dude. Everybody named mama was crying about sundown towns. I said, well, brother, you wouldn't catch me dead in the sundown town. I don't want to go there. What do I want to go there for? Why would I even be there in the first place? That's my question. People go stop for gas. Nigga, that's why you fly. You don't stop for gas, go drive, dude. You fly places. You feel me? Go places where you only designated to go, man. Don't just go just any and everywhere, man. Ain't nobody trying to go to Michigan, dude, for what? I'm trying to go any and elsewhere, bro. Why do I want to go to places that y'all at? You know what I'm saying? Y'all heard me knock Mississippi all the time because there be a bunch of Negroes. Well, why am I going to go to Alabama where there's a bunch of them type white people there? Why do I want to go there? What do you have there that I want? I don't want to be there. I want to be overseas, man. You're going to be loved everywhere, man. The whole world is going to love you wherever you go at, and you will build a big community over there, man. That's why I said don't listen to this hype, man, where everybody want to get you on this whole, you know, they don't like you because you're black. And you know what I'm saying? Black people ain't going to fit in with black people. That's not true. That is exactly not true, dude. I told you, your biggest problems come from your own people, bro. Some of your people can be the most supportive, and some of them can be the worst, man. You know what I'm saying? And I said, even if that's true, all over the world, people got the love of God like us. We are not the only Christian folk out here, dude. And if I get around Chinese Christians, they're going to love me just like my black Christians would. Like, it ain't going to be no different. When I was in Costa Rica, I didn't understand no English. They were not English like I was, bro. They was not American or from the United States like I was. But we still had the same spirit and level of God because love of God because of the same God that we serve, dude. And they treated you like a person. Costa Rica is mostly Catholic, but they still treat you with love. Even if they have a different religion, man, they still treat you with love. I've been around I'm gonna say Mexicans. I've been around Muslim. And a lot of Muslims will treat you like you one of their own, even if you believe something different. They don't hate you just because you're Christian, not because you don't believe the same thing. They understand there's a thing called respect, man. Well, I see people, man, I seen this stuff going on social media all day, man. People trying to argue, talking about the Bible never said we had to respect Muslims. We ain't got to respect nobody. I said, yes, you do have to respect them. You cannot go in people's face, man, and disrespect them. You can't do that. That don't mean we agree with what they agree with. That don't mean we like the same God that they like. It just means we can have respect for our fellow man, dude. You got to work with Muslims, man. You got to live around Muslims. You got to have everyday life with Muslims. The Arabs are the ones that own all the corner stores. You got to go with them. So you're going to go there and hate crime them because you don't believe in the same thing as them? Like, that's stupid, dude. They not doing that to you, so why you doing that to them? Some radical girl, the Bible never said we had to respect. I said, no, you have respect for a person in general. Julius Caesar was not a Christian, but what did Jesus say? Give to Caesar what's due to Caesar. Caesar wasn't Christian, but Jesus was still telling him, show respect where respect is due. For you radical niggas, man. I say y'all make the Christianity look bad, dude, because y'all do stuff like that. Look, like, bro, look at what the Bible be talking about. They in everybody's land. Bro, it literally said Jesus then ran into Egypt, dude. When Herod was trying to kill everybody, he ran to Egypt. There was no Christians in Egypt. But they had to live there for what, 2 years? They had to respect the Egyptians. You know the Egyptians, what they believe. They had all type of gods, man. And of course, they didn't. I'm sure Joseph and Mary didn't believe in any of that. But they still had to respect the people, dude. They still had to respect the custom. It don't mean they agree with it. It don't mean they went to their temples. But they respected the land because they are a foreigner in their land. They're around people that they still have to live with. So yes, you do have to respect your fellow man. Them be the same type of people that go to North Korea trying to preach out there on the corner and Kim Jong-un will cut their head off over it because they being disrespectful. You respect everybody, man, no matter what they believe. Because I'm like, we got Christians, you niggas still disrespect them too. You mad because they don't go to church on a Sunday. Or they don't go to church on a Saturday. They ain't say Yeshua. They ain't say Elohim like you say. Like, you mad because they don't say the name that you want them to say. You attack anybody, man. You attacking Christians, you attacking Muslims, you attacking black. Why are you attacking everybody? So though, you do have to have respect for people, dude. You do. We don't respect their God. We don't respect what they believe because that's not our thing. But I'm not gonna bash you all day just because you believe something different. That means I will bash everybody that I work with, which means I would get fired. You wouldn't have no money to pay the bills, dude, because you disrespect everybody. Your boss probably ain't Christian, man. Half your coworkers probably ain't Christian either. Are you gonna disrespect them because they don't believe in your God? There's levels to this, man. But you be trying to tell these old idiots, man, they just talk too much. It's like, bro, there's levels to this. You cannot disrespect everybody just because they don't believe the same thing as you. What's up, Nicole? How you doing? Oh, I said Nicole. No comparison. I don't know where I got Nicole from. I think it's your name, right? Nicole, am I mistaken? Ronika, that's Ronika. I'm sorry. I don't know where I got Nicole. It looked like I said Nicole from far back. But that's why I said you got to respect everybody, man. Coming and said that I would never say we had to respect people, and it didn't say that people had to respect you either. It's mighty funny people like that. It never said they had to respect you either. Remember when it said if they hated me, they gonna hate you? It means you're gonna be hated. It didn't mean go out here and get hated on purpose. So then when somebody say something about them, they, oh, that's offensive. Nah, see, that'd be the same one that God's gonna see you in the hell. It's like, no, you just in everybody's face, man. They just don't like you. It'd be one thing, like I said, if you out here doing your Christian activities and they go out and cuss you out, I said, that's one thing. I said, but when you in their face, mess with them all day, you obnoxious and tell them they going to hell, then they cuss you out. I'm like, well, bro, you deserve to get cussed out because you messing with them. You can't bother people and they want to say, well, they just hate God. It's like, no, they hate you because you messing with them, dude. I know, I used to be a radical. That's why I said you ain't going to play that game. I used to be radical too, dude. We all had that radicalness in us. When I was younger, I was the same way. I said, I don't like Muslims. I don't respect nobody. Nah, man, if they ain't doing it this way, they wrong. And I was like, and I remember Daddy had to tell me. He was like, son, everybody's not going to see stuff your way, dude. He said, we love. He said, we don't agree with what they agree with, but he said, but we love, man. He said, you can't be radical. He said, don't beat people down with the words, son. He said, you can't do that. Because again, I said, nah, man, I was looking for the scriptures that cut everybody. You know what I'm saying? And he said, son, that's not the way I preach, man. He said, I don't preach to cut people. He said, I preach to bring awareness and truth. He said, son, there's just some things that people are just not going to understand. He said, it doesn't mean that you disrespect them. Because if that was true, we wouldn't have no friends. We would not have no co-workers to be around. We would get fired from every job. We wouldn't know how to live life, man. That means we could never go to the store. We're going to starve because we can't go get groceries. Because the people we go grocery shopping around probably don't believe in God like we do. The person that owned that Kroger is probably not a Christian. Are you telling me you're going to go talk crazy to them? You can't shop there because it's not a Christian-owned business? That's a fool, man. So, yeah, respect your fellow man, dude. These same people, they don't like Christians. I'm like, bro, I'm Christian and I don't like you either. So I'm like, it ain't got nothing to do with you be a Christian. Like, nigga, you're an extremist weirdo. Them is the type of people I don't want in my community. Oh my God, boy. I have fun blasting them type of Negroes up because I can't stand them. They the stupidest of the stupidest, boy. You stupider than any Muslim out here. So you want to talk about Muslims. Like, boy, ain't nobody dumber than a weak Christian. A weak wannabe. Ain't no Christian. A weak wannabe Christian that talk too much. Trying to tell everybody where they going. And I said, well, guess where you gonna go? What's up, brother? How you doing, man? You gotta have respect for your fellow man, any and everywhere that you go, bro. It's just the way that works. You're not better than nobody, man, just because you believe in something different. We believe in the Almighty Jehovah God, man, but does that mean that we got to disrespect people, dude? No. Says the moon shoes where you are? No. The moon right there. Like it's like a crescent right now. Crescent. So. Hold on. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So yeah, man. That's why I always say, man, have respect for your fellow man, bro. You know what I'm saying? I said, I understand that people are people, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna do stuff that we might not necessarily agree with. And everybody, that's why I said when you look at that's the great thing about being human, man, because we all are different. When you look at the four corners of the earth, bro, like everybody does stuff differently than what we do. What we do. Nah, the moon is white. Why? Which I got a blood moon tonight. What is it? The witching hour? I said, but when you You know what I'm saying? Like somebody in here from New York is different than somebody from the West Coast. You feel me? The way you talk, the way of life, the culture, you know what I'm saying? The way you was brought up, the way you act and do stuff. Everybody here is different in a way, you know what I'm saying? Does that mean that you wrong because you West Coast and I'm East Coast? No, it just means we all do stuff differently. The politics are different. The way of life is different. Everything different, you know what I'm saying? That's not necessarily, it's not a bad thing at all. It's just like, bro, this is just how life goes, you know what I'm saying? I said people can't seem to understand that, man. Everybody gotta be the same. If they not like you, then that's when you wrong. You know what I'm saying? I said, bro, everybody different, man. Let everybody be their own self. You feel me? Oh, hold on. Fix my shoes real quick, y'all. That's why I said them type of people, they couldn't run a community like I'm running. They couldn't run a channel like I'm running it, bro. Because of the way that they treat people, man. Because of how they are. And I said, when you a stuck up know-it-all, I said, you think people gonna subscribe to you and want to be part of your little crappy Discord? Of course not. That's why I said I've had people come over here, like I've had Muslims come over here. I had all type of people came over here. You know what I'm saying? But I respect them because they don't come with their ideology. Only a freaking Hebrew Israelite, I want these little dumb spiritual weirdos are the ones that want to push their point of view. Them is the ones I don't respect more. The ones that claim to be Christian, but they weird, them is the ones I don't like. I don't like you. My community ain't for you, best believe. Boy, I would have a Buddhist in here before I had one of y'all Negroes in here. I'm not even playing, boy, because even they know some truth to something. Even they know Christ existed, bro. This is always a dumb Hebrew Israelite is the only one trying to refute that. Y'all so stupid, bro. Boy, imagine if I had them in my chat, man. This would suck. What no Hebrew Israelite nation in here, man? A bunch of freaking apes, man. I don't want y'all in here. You wouldn't get nothing done, boy. Niggas being here hating everybody, cussing up a storm, and talking about the letter Y all day. Like, bro, I ain't got time for that, bro. We ain't doing that, bro. We definitely ain't doing that. You feel me? I always use the worst case scenarios because I'm just like, nah, I told you, I said, bro, these people are better than you. Because they know about respect better than you do. And that's why I said people are schooling Christians at their own religion because they don't know their own book, man. They schooling people at how they are, how they live, how they treat people. You know what I'm saying? I said, you see their customs, you see their cultures, they tell them to respect people. I said, why you get to disrespect people? They don't hate everybody just because you don't believe in the same thing. I said, and when they do, what do we call them? Extremists. Those are the Taliban. Them is the ones that's the dictators. They want to kill everybody because you don't think the way they do. Those are the extremists. I said, bro, and we doing the same thing. That's why they was, oh man, it's terrible, man. Them other countries, man, they just killing the Christians and they killing everybody, and those dictators just, they doing everybody like that. And I said, now we ain't gonna pretend like that some of y'all didn't try to conquer the world off of Christ too. Y'all slapped Christ on it and y'all came over here and killed off all the Indians. We not gonna pretend that y'all didn't try to use the same God to conquer us and put us in chains too. Then people that did that claim to be Christians, they claim to be Catholic and Christians, what do they call the Crusaders and stuff. They kill people in the name of Christ. I said, so what you think people are viewing you for? What you think they viewing Christianity for? They thinking of those type of Christians. Those are the ones that make us look bad. Like, we don't do that. We don't slaughter millions in the name of Christ. No, we don't do that. And now they doing it again, man. Now this old idiot Trump, man, got people out here who want to blow up half the world because they don't like us or they don't believe the same thing as us. And he's doing this all in the name of Christ. Now, this nigga gonna get us in World War V, dude. And now you see why people hate Christianity, because people like him. People like the ones that support him. As much as people have an issue with me talking the way that I do my delivery, talking about you be wanting to throw hands. I say, yep, and I ain't never wanted to drop a nuke on another country just because they don't believe in the same thing as me. I ain't never went over and killed nobody in the name of God. Why don't you go talk about that? That's radicalism. If I've ever seen it myself, that is extreme radicalism. That's what patriotism is. I said, bro, all patriotism is just a murderous view of Christianity. That's what it is. Slapping God on stuff so you get a reason to go kill somebody. That's pretty much what that means. All of this ties into community. It all does. And that's why I said, I'm like, even though I'm American, I'm born in the United States, I said, I don't look at myself as that, bro. Because I said, when stuff goes down, I'm not going to be sitting here claiming the American status, dude. The whole world hates Americans, man, and really the white American because of what they doing. That's why when you see them go overseas, they be the ones that be getting kidnapped. They be the ones that be getting ransomed and stuff. I said, you don't really see a lot of black Americans doing that stuff because, again, they don't have a problem with us. I'm not saying I would go to just anywhere in Afghanistan or Iran, but if I did, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure if they found out you was American, they don't have a problem with black Americans, so they probably ain't gonna mess with you. And if they did have a problem, it's because of what the white Americans did. It's the same thing when they kept giving us the propaganda with Osama bin Laden. Kept saying, Osama bin Laden, what do we do? We hated all people from Saudi Arabia. Because we thought all Saudi Arabians are like dude. Or Afghanistan. We like, all Afghanis are like dude. And I'm like, no, that's not true. Because I met a lot of Afghanis here. They ain't nothing like dude. So that's why I said, and I'm like, we don't even know if dude was even like it, man. That's what they told us. We ain't never met that man. We don't know what they had a hand in playing. They said dude did September 11th. The government did the whole thing, bro. So that's why I said, I'm like, man, we don't even know what people talk about. Like, I don't get into that stuff, man. Everybody and their mama know the government did that. When I said what number propaganda to get us to hate Muslims, man. And to take our rights on top of it. You know, pass the Patriot Act. So that's why I tell people, I said, man, whatever culture somebody is, whatever somebody doing, do you agree with everything they do? No. Are they any less human than you? No. Bro, that's why the Bible kept telling them, like, bro, have love for the alien, man. Have love for the stranger, dude. Just because of what they kept saying. Nah, see, they traditions are different. Nah, see, they Samaritan. Nah, see, that's the whole reason with Jesus and the woman at the well. Nah, see, we ain't supposed to associate with y'all. See, nah, we ain't supposed to talk to y'all. Because it's always based off of culture, man. Because of somebody's culture. It's not based off of you as a person. So that's why he kept saying, have love for the person, dude. Don't matter if they Chinese. It don't matter if they Buddhists. Like, do we agree with them? No. I said, but we still love them. We still show love, bro, because that's what we do. I don't got to agree with you. I don't have to talk to you about your many gods or your whatever you believe in. But I said, but I can still have a simple conversation with you. I can still talk to you as a human being. Still got to work with you. I still got to live with you as my next door neighbor. You know what I'm saying? We don't think the same. We don't talk the same. I said, but you know what? I still got love. And who knows? You showing the love of God to them might just save their life. You don't know that. Many people came to Christ, man, because some Christian showed them the love of God. You heard what people said. Listen to people's testimony. That's why I say it's powerful. Listen to people's testimony. What do they always say? I did not like God. I didn't have a thing for God. But some Christian came to me and told me about him. They was a whole nother religion, man. People done switched from Catholicism to Christianity. Or they switched from, that was people that was Buddhists that switched to Christianity. Islam switched to Christianity. Atheists switched to Christianity. They was in devil worship, Satanism, big one, switched to Christianity. That is the extreme opposite of Christianity, and people still switched. Because somebody showed them the love of God, or somebody told them, or just God touched their heart. We sitting here talking about the Bible says win them. How we gonna win them if we hate everybody, dude? You can't win everybody if you hate them. It never said have respect for Muslims. Well, then how are we gonna win the Muslims, dude, if we don't respect them? It don't mean respect what they believe. It means respect them as a person. If you disrespectful, do you think they want to serve a God like you? No wonder they tell me what. See, they religion tells them to kill people. I said probably because they disrespectful like you. I would see why they won't want to cut your head off, because like, you talk too much. You talk too much with yours. That's probably why. I said, boy, I was able to show people the love of God so many times, man, just because of how I act, bro. I ain't say one thing with God. I didn't say one Bible scripture. That's how daddy was. He ain't had to say one word to you about Bible or nothing. I said he just showed the love of God by being himself, dude. By showing the love of God. And that's how people was able to be won to Christ because of that. That's how you build community, dude. The same way when I talk crazy, I don't talk crazy to randoms over here. I talk crazy to people that can't shut up. And believe it or not, it ain't Muslims I talk to like this. It's not Satanists I talk to like this. It's your local church Negro that can't shut his mouth or her mouth. Somebody that claims to be Christian, but they an idiot. Those are the ones that give anybody and everybody the most problems, boy. Ain't one Muslim or satanic worshiper came and did nothing over here. And even Daddy said it. He preached the message a long time ago. He said, I think it was back in the 80s. He said back in the 80s, there was a Satanist that told Christians, he said, you know what your problem is? He said, y'all arguing, y'all fight too much. He said, y'all supposed to be one body. He said, y'all arguing and y'all fighting too much, which is why y'all ain't got no authority or no power. And you look at it and it makes sense. He said, you don't see this in no other religion. You really don't see this, dude. You do not see the Muslims really arguing with each other. They all know how to come together on one accord. You don't see Satanists arguing with each other. They know how to come on one accord and be their thing. Buddhists are not arguing with each other. Hindu are not really arguing with each other. It's like only we are the ones that do this stuff. All these denominations, all these different belief systems, all this what you think and what I like and what I don't like, technicalities. And that's why people think Christianity is a joke. And when I run into people who ain't Christian, or they are Christian, but they don't really know the difference between some of that stuff, and they all say, they was like, bro, I don't understand like this whole denomination thing. And I said, I don't understand it either. And I said, there used to be a time when people loved God. I said, they didn't care about the technicalities, man. Who care if you evangelist or Baptist or Methodist or Seventh Day, whatever you like, bro, do you love God or not? I never thought, bro, the dumbest people I met is the ones that claim Christianity, bro. They are the ones that are the dumbest people because they are so technical on everything. See, I met the Muslims out there, bro. I told you, I met the Black Panther Party. The extreme, not extreme, but the, like the Black Militia. Most of them was Muslims, dude. I met them. They are extremely real. They are extremely well organized. Do you know who's not well organized? The Hebrew Israelites, which is a copycat of them. And everybody respect the real Black Panther Party. They respect them. They don't respect the Hebrew Israelite because they dumb. Because they want to be technical. Those people out there, the Black Panthers, they are not technical. They are real. They know what they believe. They know what they standing on. So that's why they get stuff done. Back in them era, man, like I said, when they had to fight off white people, I said, them Black Panther Party was serious. What no Hebrew Israelite back then? They didn't do that. That's why ain't nothing getting done today, because they've been out there for now, however long they've been out there. And I said, and they still ain't doing nothing because they technical and they weird. So ain't nothing getting finished. And I said, well, brother, if you want people to join your organization, I said, bro, instead of coming off extremely militant, trying to be dumb, I said, why don't you just show people the love of God? If they came out there talking cool and calm and collective, or you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to tell nobody how to have their delivery. But I said, but bro, if you show people the love and respect, maybe there would be more people that want to join your organization. The Muslims ain't out there hollering at everybody all day. I said, y'all are. And that's why people don't take y'all serious. See, Steve ain't got to holler at you all day. I get on here and talk. I acknowledge you. I love you. I show you love. And that's why everybody feel comfortable being over here. If they ain't weird, because again, I show you mad love. And even the weirdo I show love to. I've had weird people over here, and I knew they was weird, but I still showed them love and let them come over here as long as they didn't come extreme. It's only when you get extreme, that's when I'm like, okay, well, now I'm going to have to say something to you because you're doing the most. I got love for everybody, man. And as much as I don't like some people, I don't hate nobody. I don't hate one person, dude. I hate what you do, and I hate you being around me. I said, but I don't hate you. It's just I don't want you. I just strongly dislike you. I don't want you around me. That's why I said some community is not for everybody. It's for some people, and then some people just not. Some people's going to be a part of it, and then some people just going to have to get thrown a band or never invited because we know how they are. And I understand when you build a community, man, you cannot have everybody in there because not everybody going to act right. Not everybody's going to abide by the rules, and not everybody's going to feel comfortable being around certain people who are just really uncomfortable individuals, man. Some people really be crazy. Some people, it's just like, okay, this may not necessarily be your cup of tea, man. Like, I don't think you would really be good for this. You know what I'm saying? In my community, we don't do technicalities, bro. We don't do that. On my channel, we don't do technicalities. I don't care. Even a Hebrew Israelite can come over here, because I've had Hebrew Israelites come over here, and they are respectful. These are the good ones. That's good people and everything. That's why I said, don't think because you see the negative outlook means everybody like it. There are good people in everything. It's just the extremism, I'm not taking it. And I said, okay, well, you can come here. Just understand it's not a Hebrew Israelite channel. Don't tell us how to run our stuff. Don't tell us what to do. Don't be weird, and you can stay. You got people, man, that's just, they doing the most. You can't be a part of a community, man, because it's not about you, and that's what they don't understand. See, this channel is not just about me. The Discord is not just about me. If I made this about me all day, y'all would get tired of me. Y'all would really think I'm conceited, man. Like, nobody wants to be around a conceited individual, man. It's about all of us. All of us got a part to play, and all of us want a part to play here. And that's why I'm letting some of y'all do stuff instead of me, so y'all can feel like y'all got a part to play other than just myself. You ain't got to hear Steve always say what the next move is. If you know what the move is, if you know how we operate, then you already know what the move is. That's why people love being here, man. People came from feeling like they was nobody, man, to feeling like they actually something. This channel can give you a sense of purpose, man. You know what I'm saying? And when you realize that Steve's not a celebrity, man, he's not a fanboy either. He's just a person, a regular, average, normal person, just like you. And that's honestly, truth be told, that's probably why a lot of people like me, man, because I'm not using Darby. That's probably why. People will kill for that name, and I'm literally not even trying to use that in nothing. That should show you how humble I really do be, because I can use that name anytime I want to, boy. That is the easiest payout if I wanted it. I don't. And everything I got is on my own. San Antonio was bought with my own money. The stuff I got in my life was bought with my own money. And the people that I'm around was around me because I had to go find them. So when you see a person like that, how could you not want to respect them and be around them? That should show you right there, that is their truest, authentic self, right? That's why I told you, I said, this is the part of community, man, that you have to talk about. Because some people, I told you, some YouTubers, and it's just, they just get big, they get a little too big, so they can't talk to everybody. When you got 250,000 people spamming the chat, of course you can't talk to everybody. I don't want 250,000 people spamming the chat. Go spam my music. If you're going to do that, go spam it over there. Don't spam my chat where we talking, because we all can't talk. But when they do come over here and they see you and they talk to you, and they might just comment something, and they see that you call their name out, it makes them feel special. It makes them feel like, hey, man, he knows me. I know a lot of people do see it as a privilege, because I'm like, I already made up in my mind. I said, okay, this channel is just going to be known for people that do kind of know us. Because at first I didn't like it, you know what I'm saying? But then I was like, look, I'm not going to complain. I said, this is a great place, because I'm like, this channel has changed a lot of people's life, man. I said, I'm not going to say it in a way where it's like, you know, because I mean, I wasn't saying like in the first place, but I was like, I don't want to sound like, because even I have to correct myself. I'm just like, I don't want to sound like repetitively keep saying, I don't care, it's just like, it's whatever, this channel blows. It's like, okay, sometimes it does blow. But does it really? No, it doesn't. Everybody over here is not bad. Sorry, y'all. My bad. Things always restarts. So. Anyways, but yeah, I was saying like the majority of the people I've had over here, like I said, as much as people was over here talking crazy, I was like, bro, I'll knock them straight out. But then I'm like, but the majority of the comments I have are nothing but positivity. And I say, I'm not going to treat it like it's not. We got a lot of good people, man. The majority of the people on this channel are good, great people. So I had to understand. I said, okay, listen, you can't get everybody off this channel who knows you. You can't do that. I said, this channel, Simply Steve, is just going to be known for people that a lot of people don't know me, but I'm like, a lot of people do. And it's going to be mainly known for people that do know you. So I'm like, that's okay. That's fine. Because I said, I have other stuff. I said, well, you have other stuff that people don't. So I'm like, it's okay. You still win at the same time. So I'm like, it's a great thing. Listen to me, y'all. Listen. It's a great thing. Because I said, not only am I building something on the off end that's also getting bigger, all the stuff I'm doing on the off end is getting bigger by people who don't know me, but the ones that do know me on this channel, they still get to be a part of something. Everybody wins. They get to be a part of something great, whether they know Darby or they don't. They still get to be a part of something that they love being a part of, while I get to go do something in the back end and get people over there that get to be a part of something too. So whether it's our audience over here that know our name or audience over here who don't know my name, you still win both ways. What's the harm in that? I had to tell myself, like, Steve, what's the harm in that? I was like, well, I don't want just everybody over here because they know us. I said, okay, well then, but you have stuff over there that nobody knows about and it's still working. I said, so what's the problem? I said, do you win or do you not win? There are people that really adore the Darbys, man. You know, like they really love your father too. They love watching him. And for them to be a part of something like with his son, you know what I'm saying, to feel like that they get to be a part of something that's also just legit. Because I'm like, they're not just coming because of Darby. They coming because they actually like you too. And I said, they never got a chance to meet him. They never got a chance to meet any of us yet. So I know for some people, they a little bummed out. And then some people are really, really excited because it's like, oh man, I'm talking to somebody that, you know, is one of them, you know what I'm saying? And I said, Steve, you still built a community that they still get to be a part of. And I said, hearing people talking about their life got changed, I said, you still did something good. And I said, and then you're still reaching other people, other strangers. I said, San Antonio is based off of nobody know me. I said, you reaching people in San Antonio now that don't know you, but they loving you. You got other channels that people don't know you and they love you. I said, so you still building your own audience. You still got your own audience, right? So you win both ways, with that audience, with this audience. It's a double win. It's a double whammy, cuz. And I had to understand it. I said, okay, well, yeah. I said, okay, that does make sense. So that's why I said sometimes the channel does blow because you got the occasional, but that's just occasionally. It's not every day. I still got some of the strongest, best people over here. Y'all get to be a part of that, man. That's the whole thing about community. Whether you know Darby or you don't, you're still part of the community, right? I said, I'm not just building one, I'm building multiple communities. This one is just the main one right now, but I said, I'm working on something else on the back end because I'm even thinking about doing something in San Antonio, man, because I'm seeming to be meeting everybody now, man. I know a lot of people now. Connections just never run out, dude. I'm meeting so many people. So best believe when I tell you, y'all part of this community for life, man. Y'all want to be. Y'all can stay as long as y'all want. If you feel like one day this ain't for you, believe me, Steve ain't chasing nobody. I understand some people, they go their separate ways. They do their own thing. Ain't no harm in it. Ain't nobody mad, no bad blood, no nothing, bro. You feel that way? Okay, you ain't got to be here. That's why I said there's people in the community we haven't heard from. I'm going to fix my shoe. But I said there's people in the community. Who's still here? Can y'all hear me? Make sure y'all can still hear me. But like I said, some people we ain't heard from in a minute, and then some people just ain't in the community no more, and that's fine, bro. Ain't nobody mad at them. Like I said, everybody got their own path, bro. Everybody got their own thing that they doing. You feel me? And I said, guess what we got now? New people. Better people. Some people in the community, they delete the app or they turn off the notifications. They don't want to talk to nobody right now. Okay, well, when you decide to come back, come back. If you don't want to be here no more, fine. We still got newer, better people. So it's fine. We always going to have the audience, man. We always going to have people. Hold on. Right there. Sock. Hold on. I have to fix these shoes all the time, bro. Just laces. Laces get like a little loose sometimes. But that's why I say the importance of, you know what I'm saying, having a community and stuff, you know what I mean? I said, it's still changing people's lives, man. And I said, that's really all that matters, man. Is people's lives are getting changed. People are coming over, they subscribing, you know what I'm saying? And I said, that's really what matters, you know what I mean? So I said, as long as it's doing good, just let it be what it is. And now that this is doing better than what I expected it to really do, I said, now I get another chance to go work on something else on the back end. So everybody wins. Everybody has a part to play and they love playing their part. Well, I get to go do other stuff and give other people parts. Well, I get to go make something else on my own time. And I said, everybody wins. So what's the harm in that? Community is very important. got to make sure we cherish that, man, because honestly, man, there's not many people you can trust, man. There's not many people you want to talk to anyways, but people here, they like that. And I said, despite what anybody say, man, we have built something. Not just me, but we have built something big, you know what I mean? And we definitely built something that's worth talking about. I take that scripture very serious, man, when it's breaking the bread. I take it really serious, man, because again, that's literally how all our friendships are made, bro. It's the only way we've ever had friends, bro. We had to break bread with people that we was wanting to meet, that we had to be around, you know what I'm saying? This is a super great place to do that at, you know what I'm saying? And like, as I said, I don't know who wouldn't really want to be a part of that, but some people just, you know, they a little different or whatever. But again, it ain't for everybody. So the ones that don't want to be part of that, it's not for you. It's fine. Hold on. Oh. Yeah, that's better. It's tight. That's better. Hold on. So now, man, community is always going to be better, man, when you have good, loyal people and people that want to do, you know what I'm saying? Because at first I said, I don't want to do all this, man. I don't want to do all the advertising. I don't want to do all the you know, other content. I said, well, then get somebody else to do it, you know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at people now who are willing to do, bro. That's why Jesus had disciples, man, because they did the stuff that he probably just didn't want to do. They did the other work that he just didn't want to get involved in. You can't do it all, so I'm like, you just send somebody else to do it. You know what I mean? As I said, this is a great place, man. Definitely a great place. So, like I said, man, join the community today, man. Or travel. Have overseas connections, man. Have people in different states as connections, man. I mean, bro, I'm telling you, just go any and everywhere. You would really be surprised, man, how your mind is, bro. Don't think you ever messed up too far, man. It's never too late. You can go anywhere you want to go. You can go see whatever you want to see. Don't just think it as a fantasy. I'm like, bro, if you want to know Jamaicans, bro, there's a country called Jamaica. You can put yourself over there. That's what social media is for. Like, bro, use social media other than gossiping, man. Use that for, like, finding people. I found a lot of people off social media that I'm still cool with. That's how me and one of my best friends know each other, man. I found out off social media. And we got a real genuine connection, man. Like, we like real genuine good friends. We've been friends for like 10 years, dude, based off of social media connections, bro. We found each other off IG, bro, and we just been chopping it up ever since, man. We realized that, like, we like real close, bro. Like I said, I just went to, she just got engaged a couple of months ago, you know what I'm saying? And I just came from Panama City from seeing her and the baby, you know what I'm saying? She got a baby. And I said, she's like, bro, we always been real like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just like that. You would be surprised who you find, bro. Like I said, old girl from El Salvador, you know what I'm saying? She's Salvadorian, you feel me? And I said, but you know, it doesn't matter about the color. It's like, bro, you can meet anybody you want to meet, bro. And you'd be surprised the genuine connections that you find, man. So, like I said, use social media for that tool, man. Social media is, like I said, Instagram is for pictures, for showing. You know what I'm saying? You showing somebody your story, like what you doing. That's why I say use that for just getting to know people, man. You can find anybody all over the world. They put their location there. Do that. I found a lot of people like that, dude. As I said, I would advise y'all to do some of that stuff, you know what I mean? So yeah, man. Like, I feel like a lot of people are really missing out on this opportunity, man, when it comes to community and whatnot. But it's up to you. Like I said, everybody's different. Everybody ain't the same. You know, I know what I want. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be around niggas all day, you want to be around just white people all day, it's fine. I don't. I want to be around everybody. So anywhere I go at, anywhere I put my mind to, I'm going there. So can't say the same for you, but I know what I'm gonna do. It's true though. That's why I said community great, man. And that's why I said we're gonna get on our Discord call again tonight. I know it feels late, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's cold today. It's getting cold. Woo, it's chilly. So yeah, we're gonna get back on it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to, you know what I'm saying, doing some more talking. But I didn't really realize how good those was, man. Just the Discord calls, like, you know. I just thought it would be like once every blue moon. When I first made the chat, I was like, you know, ain't nobody really gonna want to do that in here. I said we just gonna kind of just text more often and just like, you know, like GIFs and memes and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think we was all gonna talk, but it's like we like to talk better than we like texting. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said last night what I'm talking about, boy, we had up to like 9 to 10 people in there. You know what I'm saying? Just at one time. That's pretty cool. Just like the old days, we had like 12. I think 12 or 13 was the most. I said that's just like the old days, man. You know what I mean? So, I mean, y'all been in the cold for a minute. We just now getting it, so yeah, sucks for y'all, bro. What's our degrees here? Hold on, let me see. We 65 right now. It was warmer earlier. I just went running, but it was raining, so I was kind of soaked. Yeah, we just now kind of getting cold, so I know y'all tired of it, man. But you know, it's what happened when you live up north. That's why I said it's a great thing to have a community from afar, because I ain't got to be friends with y'all next door, because where y'all live at, it's cold, man. I ain't trying to be cold. I said, yeah. I said, hey, listen, no, it's good to meet you from afar. I'm like, look, love my sunny side, Texas. You know what I'm saying? But and that's the thing too, man. When I start traveling, because I told you, this is just my thing. This is just how I talk. This is how I am now. So I said, no, I'm gonna start traveling. You know what I'm saying? Start living it up, going places, man. You know what I'm saying? Because when this organization come in, this is a business, man. You know what I'm saying? You can get taken care of with this. I'm gonna get taken care of with what I'm doing. And I said, bro, I be wanting to take people with me. That's why I'm like, I don't just want to travel solo by myself. I be wanting to take people with me, bro. So I'll be like, hey, man, y'all come through, man. Get some of y'all come through on the trip with me. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way I am. I'm like, because, again, I want to bring people with me, bro. If I can pay for people vacation, you know what I'm saying? If I can pay for people's way, you know what I'm saying? That's the stuff I want to do. I want to have an organization, man, to help out those that need help. You feel me? Like, so they ain't feel like they got to do everything by themselves, bro. Because, again, this is an organization for the people, you know? So that's just kind of my mindset and what I want to do. You feel me? So, I mean, man, it's getting chilly, man. Dang, it's cold. Whew, it's cold. Hold on. It's at 35. Man, that show suck for y'all. Oh, that sucks for y'all. Like I said, I couldn't imagine. But that's a good thing about being all over the side of the world, you feel me? We all from different places, different faces, you know what I'm saying? Different races, and all type of stuff. I definitely ain't trading spaces, because I love where I'm at, so I can't say the same for y'all. But I really applaud everybody, man. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? I really applaud y'all, man. Like I said, get out y'all state, you know what I'm saying? Go somewhere, bro. Travel. It's all about, like I said, this is based off of community, right? I said this is building a community, man. This is a great place. And the world is a great place, man. That's why I said the world is better than a lot of this Discord, man. Like I said, go to Cairo, Egypt, dude. Like, you'd be surprised what you see. I think it's the Instagram that be doing it for me, though. Like, that stuff pop up on my timeline all the time. I don't know what kind of cameras these people be using, but they stuff looks so crispy, crystal clear. It is, like, some of the best. It almost looks like it's AI. That's how good it looks. Like, it looks so good. And they be taking pictures under these waterfalls, man, and the hieroglyphs and all type of stuff, the pyramids and the Nile River. And, you know what I'm saying? They just be going all over the world doing this, and they get paid to do that. And they love doing it. And they building a following. It's all about a community, you know what I'm saying? And I say that's the same thing I want to do, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I don't know who wouldn't want to travel, man. When you said you ain't got time to argue with no Negro. You got time to argue with no white people. Like, boy, I'm overseas, dude. I'm doing this for a living. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said, like, bro, I would be traveling. I was going to do that back in 2020, dude. I didn't move out of Louisville yet. I know I couldn't move at the time because I was like, I had stuff to take care of. But I said, I'm just going to travel a whole bunch. You know what I'm saying? Go where I want to go. You know what I'm saying? Do what I want to do. I'm good, bro. But I said, I want to go where I want to go, do what I want to do. And, I've been having a travel mindset, like I said, for over 10 years. That's just how I am. But I said, I really think that people should think about doing stuff like that, man. What's up, Nisha? I think people should think about doing stuff like that, bro, because honestly, like, the world is too big to just be sitting there. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said I would never argue about you with no Hebrew Israelite. I would never argue about no scripture with no white people, with no politics. Like, dude, I'm too busy packing my bags, man, catching flights. Like, I don't got time for that, man. You know what I mean? And I said, don't think it can't be you. It can be you. You can literally do that same thing, bro. That's why I tell you, I know what your creativity level is, because if you're a content creator, what you think people documenting like different stuff overseas is, that's content, dude. If you're good at talking in front of a camera, you'll be good at documenting what's overseas, dude. People get paid. You listen to what I'm telling y'all. People get paid to do that, man. Imagine getting paid to hop on a plane and go to a place you always wanted to go, or going somewhere new. And you get to meet good people while doing it. You get to try food and cultures and all type of stuff, you feel me? And you get paid to do that, and you build you a following. I told you, people love watching people that travel. That's why I said everybody's not on the internet, man, just for arguing and politics. Like, people are on there because they want to see what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm a sucker for watching people travel. You feel me? So when I see that, man, it makes me want to like kind of do some of that too. You know what I'm saying? I said I can do the same thing with my music. I want to be set up on a keyboard on the streets of Cairo, cuz like, bro, I want to have my keyboard over there in Rome, man, by the Vatican. Imagine doing that. You out there playing music, your signature sound in another country. I ain't never did that yet. I didn't even just think about that to just now, bro. I was talking about doing the ambient music and just like, people streaming. I didn't even think about setting my music up on the corner of like Rome somewhere. Set up in front of the Colosseum. Imagine doing that, bro. And you doing this in another country where don't nobody know your name or your sound, and you doing it. I said, bro, that's powerful. I want to do that, bro. So I've been praying to God. I said, God, let that be a possibility. I know it's a possibility. It's going to happen. In due time. But I said it's going to happen. Sooner than what you think. That's the way I look at it. And that's what I believe. So I told y'all, man, if y'all want to start content, don't wait. Listen, if you're trying to do YouTube, do not wait. The algorithm is changing every day, man. It changes like every half a year. It's harder to do YouTube now than it was when I was doing it. It changes every half a year. So I've been doing YouTube for about a year and a half. So that's like 3 times it done changed. Now it's probably gonna change in a 4th time in a minute. So I'm telling you, it's getting very harder for people to do this. But it's never been a better time for you to make content, man, because people are constantly watching. They are using their phones more than ever, dude. So I'm telling you, man, don't think that it's not gonna be you, dude. Nobody thought they was gonna get big on TikTok until they got on TikTok and did it like everybody else. Remember Vine? Nobody thought they was gonna be big on Vine. They downloaded the app like everybody else until they just had something better than what most people had, or they caught their big break, or that one video got them. I said, bro, don't ever think that it can't be you, man. And then you can document yourself traveling, man. Whatever you want to do. Like, bro, do this stuff, man. Stop sitting on your hindquarters and talking. Like, do something. That's why I said, as much as I don't really like this channel that much, I want to go start another one because I know it's possible. I can. You see the people that come up on the street here. I can build an audience big in Texas, and if everybody in Texas watching you, the next door neighbor in Texas is gonna watch you. Somebody in Florida will find you, and like I said, somebody overseas. I work on my international audience. I just don't want to because that's too much work. I got too much stuff I'm juggling right now, so I don't want to do that right now. I'm tired of talking. I just want to get on the music. You feel me? But I said, whatever you're good at, bro, start doing that. Your gift will take you all over the world, bro. I'm trying to tell you, man. You'd never thought Pastor Darby preaching in Louisville would have took him all over the world. You know what I'm saying? To where he almost got a preaching gig over in London, dude. Like, I mean, come on, man. Like, literally, in Africa, all over the world, Dubai. You feel me? Just cause he did what God told him to do, man. Like that. I'm trying to tell you, man. He'll take care of you. Don't be scared to try, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I support you 100%. man. So yeah, man. I don't know, man. Understand, like I said, community really be everything, man. If you can feel comfortable in a great community, it's like, would you not do it? Would you not go there? That's why every channel now tells you, they like, join our Discord, you know what I'm saying? Join our Patreon, you know what I'm saying? Like something where we all are, something that we all do. Because again, everybody does that stuff. You feel me? Because nobody just wants to see you off YouTube. They give you a chance to kind of be in there with them and talk to them. And then be around other people that watch the same person, you know what I'm saying? Live stream ain't just where it's at, man. YouTube is not, it's a certain type of community, but it's not the community. You feel me? Like, it's not like you can have groups here, you know what I'm saying? Where we can do what we do in the Discord. That's why everybody says join the Discord, because you can't do that with YouTube, bro. So that's why I say, like, man, I want people to start, you know what I'm saying, start joining more, and I'm gonna start adding more people that I can trust and I know is cool. You feel me? But I'm telling you, man, if you ain't heard nothing else that I said this stream, man, value community, bro. It is so important. So this is a great one. I appreciate all y'all, man. I said every stream I'm saying, but this channel wouldn't be nothing if y'all didn't watch, man, if y'all didn't support. So I appreciate it, each and every last one of y'all, man. You feel me? Hold on, what's this right here? Said preach. Oh, no, I almost tripped. It's kind of wet out here, but I got to calm down now. Said, preach, brother. Your music has inspired me to get back into my producer. That's what's up, brother. That's good, man. Much love, man. Hey, I appreciate you. Man, y'all names, man, so small. It's like I told you, it's like all the buttons you don't push on the calculator. You don't even know what it is. I gotta like have my old people glasses. Like, huh? What is it? Like, oh yeah, well thank you, young man, Mr. How do you say your name again, Sonny? It's like it's little Mr. Luce. It's like, no, it's Luce. Yeah, I know you. Pass me my reading glasses over there, honey. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, though, man. Yeah, that's just how I am, man. You know what I'm saying? And bro, I've heard it before. Y'all silly. That's why I said don't make me laugh, bro. Because y'all make me laugh. I can't talk. But like I said, I've heard. Stop! Y'all making me laugh. Oh, the giggles are coming. See, I was keeping it chill the whole stream, man. Now it's about to be jokes. So, but no, that's why I said like I've heard it before, man. I've had people come over here. They was like, you know, you got me kind of back into doing music, or they want to know how you do music. You know what I'm saying? And it was never for that. I told you, I just did it because I just had fun. I've always did this for years, so I was like, you know, I just like to do what I do. You know what I mean? But it's very inspirational, man, to people who need this, who want to see this, or they want to do the same thing, or they might have did it, but they also thought they couldn't really get nowhere far with it. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it can be kind of like motivate. Like it's the same thing. Like I said, I started this channel because I was at a point in my life where I was kind of dealing with some stuff, and then I was watching a dude on YouTube, for Purpose Driven Men. You know what I'm saying? He kept popping up on my timeline. You know what I'm saying? And so I would watch some of his videos, and it was very inspiring to me at the time because, like I said, I was in that process of doing better, you know what I'm saying? So I would watch him at work. While I'm working, I would have him in my ear while he's playing. And all he does is just talk about trust the process, man. It was encouraging. He's big. He's like biblically based too. So he just talked, and like I said, he was like, God understand what you got, man. He got you, you know what I'm saying? And so I was kind of like, you know, I wasn't mimicking him, but I was kind of like, you know, I could do the same thing. Like I want to get on here and tell my story because everybody kept saying, tell your story, tell your story. And so that's why this channel kind of got birthed, because of inspiration like him, you know what I'm saying? And so I even hit him up. I think the same day I took my first video was the same day I hit him up in his comments, and I said, bro, I appreciate you, man. This helped me a lot. And he hit me back, like, hey, bro, I appreciate it, you know what I'm saying? And he's big time. Like, he's big time now. He was still kind of big at that time, you know what I'm saying? But he's bigger now, you know what I'm saying? And he uploads like every day, every other day. I'm talking about this guy be getting tons of streams, you know what I'm saying? And he's good at what he does, man. He's a good brother, you know what I mean? So by him being motivational, being motivational to me is how I was able to kind of do this channel too, which is why I'm motivational to y'all as well. So it does me good, man, to see like, you know, people are saying that, man, because again, I don't always think much about my music, man. I just thought I was some little black kid from Kentucky, you know what I'm saying, just playing around with music. You know, I didn't realize like how it really influences a lot of people, man, you know what I'm saying, to now where it's really influencing me, my own self, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, it's good to know that, brother. I appreciate you for saying that, man. Um, you know. So yeah, that's why I said we do some big things on this channel, man. I do not care what nobody say. Like people don't like you. I'm like, whatever. I mean, I ain't even care about people like me anyway. When you come from Lower Boy, you do not care what people think, especially on the internet. You do not care what people think. And it's not a lot of people. It's just a handful of negative Negroes that just angry about stuff. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I said, so you don't have to be motivated over here because I don't want your kind over here anyways. You know what I'm saying? I said, man, I'm trying to find real people, man, that want to listen and be a part of this. You know what I mean? So like I said, and I told y'all, whatever you do, man, if you do music, if you do arts and crafts, if you do media, like, bro, I'm telling you, bro, my friend was telling me at the time, years ago, he said, you could put your music to like stuff that's going on in the world. Like when you hear like, I remember years ago, there was like some wildfires that was going on in Australia. And I just came out with the These Days album. That was back in like 2019. That's when I first was kind of doing music, but I didn't even take it serious, you know what I'm saying? He kept saying, he said, bro, you should put your music to stuff like that. Like they doing a lot of these recovery videos and like this airline videos and, you know what I'm saying, stuff that's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like my music was healing. And it was like Australia was kind of getting healed at the time from what they was dealing with. You know, the Amazon rainforest was on fire. He was like, bro, you should put your music to stuff like that because it's kind of like a commercial. You ever seen a commercial that's like that? And I thought that was a good idea, but I was a major procrastinator, bro. Do not ever procrastinate. I know it's easier said than done, bro. Please, if you listen to anything that I said, please, man, I'm not trying to preach, but listen, do not procrastinate, man. That is a motivational killer. You are people sitting on $1 million idea right now, but they procrastinate because they scared or they just lazy, man. The Bible says God does not like laziness. Even God don't like laziness, dude. So when you sit right there and you walking out of the spirit of fear, or you worried about stuff, or you just lazy, man, it's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? I could have got somewhere way further with my music, but I was a major procrastinator. I'll do it later. I'll advertise later. Oh, I'll get that done later. And I kept pushing it off, man. And then when I was in a relationship last year, I procrastinated everything, dude. Because again, I was with old girl, and I'm not saying it's her fault, but I allowed her to kind of distract me a little bit because I was so busy about being in love and going on dates. And, you know, she's coming over and, you know what I'm saying, we have a movie night and pizza night tonight. You know what I'm saying? We all up on each other and I'm going over her crib and I'm hanging with other people and we always doing something. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to work and I ain't got no time to do this. And I said by me doing that, I was uploading on my music channel like once every month and a half, 2 months. I used to upload every day. But I kept procrastinating. I'll get to it. And then when I got to it, and I thought I was accomplishing something, I said, dude, this is 1 out of 2 months. At this rate, you could have had like at least 20, 25. And I said, because I was procrastinating, I was wondering why my music wasn't growing fast enough. And I said, dude, you're not staying consistent. So please, if it's something, but when we broke up, guess what I started doing? Uploading every day. That's when this channel came in. All my music started going up. You feel me? So I'm telling you, man, please do not procrastinate your gift or your talent or whatever you said you was going to do. Especially as black folk, we know us. We are some of the biggest procrastinators because we say one thing and we don't do it. We never get it done. Please don't be on black folk time. Like, bro, just get it done. And you will feel better when you do it. It's almost like taking a shower. You know you're tired at night and you don't want to get up and go to the shower. You're like, oh, I'm tired. I'd rather go to sleep. I can't imagine. I got to get in the shower and I got to dry off and I got to put on lotion. But then as soon as you get in the shower with the hot water, you feel good. It's like, man, I'm glad I took a shower. You know what I'm saying? Because then you feel well relaxed. You feel good. And then the sleep is even better because, like I said, your skin is still warm or your skin feels good. You know what I'm saying? You feel fresh. And so you're glad you got in the shower instead of just went to bed because now you feel better. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, it's the same thing when it comes to procrastinating, man. Like, it is kind of a good analogy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to do it in the moment. There's times I don't want to work in the moment, but the minute I start working, I'm in the zone. And then I got the TV going on in the background, and I'm over here laughing, and I'm doing my thing, you know what I'm saying? And then I realize, I'm like, bro, I've been working for like 2 hours. And I don't want to stop. I'm like, bro, I'm getting more enlightened. I'm getting smart. I'm getting stuff done. And it makes you have it, when you get stuff done, it makes you have a sense of accomplishment. So that's why I'm telling you, man, take it from me saying this, bro. Please do not procrastinate, man. Do not be scared to start today, man. I'm not selling you nothing. This ain't no Telegram. I'm like, bro, but I'm just like, bro, really, just start, man. Please just start. You know what I'm saying? You never know what you have, man. If I would have procrastinated doing YouTube even more, we wouldn't be here right now. Because I used to do that. I said, I'll do it later. Or, you know, I told myself with this channel, I said, no, I'm going to stay consistent. I said, I'm going to stay consistent and keep posting every day. And this is the one thing that I was serious about. And that's when the channel got big and I stayed consistent. But when it got big, I didn't really care no more. Because I'm like, it's whatever. I want to go work on something else. You know what I'm saying? But I said, but staying consistent is what brought this here. You know what I'm saying? So please take it from me, man. Don't procrastinate nothing. Yeah. It needs to be everybody need to hear this, man. That's why I said, brother, everybody need to hear this, man. Because I'm like, it's especially in this world, man, with what's going on, people are scared to try. It has never been easier to try, man. It's never been easier to try. All you have to do is try. What they say, when you try and it don't work, what do? Try again. Why you think the Bible said, if you done all you can do to stand, stand therefore? It means if you done everything you can do to stand, still stand. So it's the same thing with trying to do. If you done everything you can do to try again. If I upload the 10th time and I didn't get nowhere, well then what's the 11th time gonna hurt? What's the 20th time gonna hurt? It just means I keep uploading till it works. Even YouTubers said that. They said, you're not gonna get big off your first 10 videos. They said, you might not even get big off your first 50. But they said, you do it to the 51st. They said, you right there about to crack the code, and your 51st video is the one that you need, but you quit at 50. And they said it happens all the time, man. You don't stop until it works. So however many times you have to have it, man, like I said, you just gonna have to do it. It's a journey. Some people get big overnight and quick, and then some people it takes a little time. But that's the fun part about it, is the process. And that's why I love this channel at first, because the process it took to do what I was doing, it was building slowly. All my channels at the time was building slowly. I was studying the algorithm, looking at the analytics, looking at everything go up. And I'm like, even though it's not top tier now, it's fun looking at it go top tier. I'm sure if you ask anybody like Kai Cenat, iShowSpeed, they was checking their stuff before they was big. They was checking to see if they got their first couple of views, it didn't work. All the YouTubers I've seen, all the people I watched, they said, man, I put out a video. They said, I was checking it I was refreshing the browser every couple of minutes to an hour to see if I got views. And they said, sometimes the first 2 days I didn't get views. They said, but then I get back on it the third day, it shot up. That's what happened with the video with Daddy, bro. I got on it the first 2 days, it was at 200 something views. You know what I'm saying? Day 3, it went up to the thousands. I'm just talking about thousands, man. It went up. You feel me? I didn't know it was gonna be like that. You know what I'm saying? And I know what they was talking about, because I said, bro, I seen that happen myself, bro. It's a crazy thing when you see that happen. I'm talking about I was refreshing it, man, 5,000, 10,000. I refreshed it like 2 minutes later, 6,000, 7,000. I'm talking about, bro, it's going crazy. You feel me? So that's why I said you never know which one could be your big break, man. So I'm telling you, man, like, I had to learn this, and it took me months to learn this stuff, man. I've been doing this for about 1.5 years now. You know what I'm saying? It took me months to learn this. I'm trying to give y'all game for free, man. Listen to what I'm telling you, bro. If you use YouTube for studying, please. Stop watching downfall videos on Men of God. Stop watching slander about Darby and some other weird Negro talking on us. Bro, go watch this stuff, man, so you can be better than us and be better than them. I'm telling y'all, man, some of y'all gonna be better at this than me. And I want y'all to, so I ain't gotta do it no more. So I can go do something else. So I'm telling you, bro, like, bro, it's never too late to start, man. Listen to the hard work that I had to put in. I'm giving you game for free. I told y'all where to find this stuff. I told you who I watch. I told you YouTube has all the information you know. You don't need to necessarily go join a class to go spend a whole bunch of money. YouTube got all the information you know. Even Myron Golden, Dr. Myron Golden said that. He said, I can come and teach you for a couple of grand. He said, or you can buy my $200 book, or I think it was $50 book or something. He said, I'm teaching you the same stuff in the book. Just if you want to see me in person, he said, I kind of give you a little bit more info, and you have a personal one-on-one with me. He said, or you can buy the book and still be just abundant, but you got to do the work to read it. So I'm telling you, like, bro, like, listen to what I'm saying, bro. Like, I don't know if y'all ain't ready for it. Like they would say, like, y'all ain't ready for me. Y'all ain't talk back to me. Y'all ain't hear what I'm saying. Like, man, y'all ain't hear nothing I'm saying, man. Y'all not ready to be it. You're not ready. So when you're ready, come and get it. Nah. Shoot, that's why I said, man, like, see, now y'all done got me in my encouraging mode. Now I'm going to talk. Now, you know what? No, we're going to talk. Now you're going to have me out here preaching, man. Y'all better stop it. You better stop it. That Darby's coming out. You better stop it. You know I'll do that, boy. And that's just the joy I have, man. I get so happy when I talk about encouragement, because I know the stuff that I had to do, man. I still do this. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said, even though I was working hard, I said, I love the fact that I was working hard because it was something I was doing. I love sitting at the computer all day, man. I love studying stuff all day. I love to read. I love to go, I was kind of stressing myself up, but I kind of liked it because it was like I was trying. I wasn't sitting there. I was trying. You feel me? Y'all, I'm going to give y'all a nugget. You feel me? I said, I give y'all a cold nugget. Every time I be ready to say that, I said, nah, that's what Daddy said. I give y'all a cold nugget, man. But it be like it because I'm like, bro, you really be so inspirational with what you're doing. And that's how Daddy was, man. When Daddy would preach the word of God, he was so happy about it. And then when he had visions of like Grace Retreat or stuff that he wanted to do, he was so happy. Remember I told you he would overdo stuff and he would be hurting himself? That's just how you are. And that's why I said I'm so happy, man. I'll be tired after I'm done talking to y'all. But I'm so happy because I'll be wanting to show people this, man. I had to learn this stuff for the last almost 2 years. And I said, some of y'all can get this within maybe the first 2 months of trying, dude. I didn't know everything I was doing. I said, so it took me a couple of ups and down tries and, what I'm saying, some yes and no's and stuff. Like, some of y'all, if you hear from what I'm saying, or you hear from somebody way better than me, you can do this within maybe the first month or two. You know what I'm saying? The whole goal is not to have people struggle like I did with this. The whole goal is to give people the information so they can get somewhere faster with this. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got faith for this. I've been doing this for a minute, so I got faith. I'm not gonna be discouraged. Some of y'all might be discouraged easily, and sometimes it can be like that, because I've been trying to do YouTube since like 2018. And I kept getting discouraged with it because it wasn't really working. I was trying to do gaming, I was trying to upload some beats on there and my music. And sometimes it working and sometimes it don't. And then I wasn't staying consistent, because when you in Louisville, Kentucky, you don't care about nothing. Nobody cares about that stuff. So it was hard. When I came out here, I had all the time I wanted to focus, because everybody out here is business minded. They understand what consistency is, and that's what I started doing. So that's why I said sometimes I don't even know why I even be talking about this. I'm talking like this, but I just want people to hear what I'm saying, man, because we all want to do better, right? I said, I told you, God working for me. He literally doing everything in my life that I prayed for. You know what I'm saying? And now when you understand the business mindset and you apply the word of God to your business, to what you're doing, God shows up. It happened for me. Somebody else told me about it. Like I said, I watched her. She taught us how to do this. I did the same thing. It worked for me. And now I'm telling y'all, do the same thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Understand these verses, man. It said, on the Lord, with the Lord on my side, who shall I fear, right? It says it said, let God's yes be, what did it say? Let your yes be yes and no be no. God is the most almighty, abundant thing ever, man. You feel me? That's why it's showing you. That's why he said he make you the head and not the tail, man. Above and not beneath. That means you're going to be abundant and successful, dude. Apply that to your business. It's not just talking about mentally or metaphorically. It's talking about everything. All things, right? Everything. So I'm telling y'all, man, like, listen to what I be saying, dude. Like, but he ain't just going to magically do it. You know what I'm saying? I said you have to make sure you deal with procrastination, man. And people told me this for years. They said, "Dude, you a master procrastinator." And I said, well, that is kind of true. I can't be like that. And sometimes it's hard to work on it, because like I said, I was going off the spirit of fear, like, because you don't know how it's going to be. And I'm like, well, what if it don't work? And then it just don't work. You do it till it works. That's just how it goes, bro. Like, just because it didn't work the first time, it's not going to work the first time. Some people are really rarely lucky where they only have that's why they call them one-hit wonders. You have it one hit, or maybe it take you a couple of tries and you better at it than everybody else. I said, but some people, it's going to take work, man. Depending on what you talking about, what you discussing or whatever, I said, it's going to take time, man. So I tell everybody, I said, bro, just give stuff time. And I said, the time that you sitting there procrastinating is the time you could be sitting there working. The time you sitting in front of the TV is the time you could be sitting there studying. The time you sitting there eating food and playing video games, which is why I just started playing video games for the first time in like a year and a half, because I said that's time I could be doing my vlogs. And that's when I started doing my vlogs, because I cut out video games, I cut out relationships, I cut out women out my face, I cut out the friends and the homies. Anybody that wasn't better than me and further than me, I cut out everybody. And it wasn't being mean, it's just I just didn't want to do that at the time, because I wanted to stay focused. No, I don't want to go to no party. No, I don't want to hang with the homies today. No, I don't want to go dancing. No, I don't want to talk to the females right now. Like, bro, I'm too busy working. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't want to do video games. No, I don't want to stay up all night watching TV. I want to work. And so I'm not necessarily saying you have to do that. A lot of people said that's the thing they had to do. If it works best for you, if you get distracted, I knew I had to do that because I got distracted easily. So if it works for you, that's fine. I said, but, everybody has a different thing. You might not necessarily have to do that. I did because, again, I had to. You feel me? But don't do it for forever. It only is a season. Now I'm getting back out there doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? But I just suggest people, man, do what you got to do. Like, man, you should want this type of motivation. You know what I'm saying? You're only going to build stuff when you decide to be for real and stay consistent. That's when you're going to build stuff. If you lollygagging and playing all day, it's never going to get done. So I tell you, everybody says, well, I'm working. Oh, I got to work. I'm like, okay, well, everybody has at least 10 to 20 minutes, dude. You got about 10 to 20 minutes of your day. Especially when you about to wind down and go to bed, that is the best time to do something at least before you go to sleep. You got dinner time, you got shower time, you got break time, you got sleep time. There's all type of time you got. That's 24 hours out the day. You at least have 1 hour to do something. So I'm telling you, man, take that very seriously, man. When I got off work, I went home to go to work again. I went home. I cut out naps. I cut out sitting in front of TV. I always worked. I uploaded every day. And I got creative while doing it, which is why I'm creative with what I do. My intros that I was doing to my videos, you know what I'm saying? I started working on another channel doing the same thing, you know what I'm saying? And I started having fun with creativity because I never really did stuff like that. So you learn skills on top of it, and then you're getting big on top of it. So you're doing like two things at once. It's fun, bro. So that's why I said, like, bro, never be scared to start, bro. Hold on. Definitely be inspired, man. That's why I said if you ain't hearing nothing else I said, man, be inspired, bro. That's why all my stuff is based off of encouragement and motivation. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I want everybody to be inspired, man. I want everybody to have the same type of joy that I got, the same type of success. Be better. Like, bro, come on, man. We all got something that we doing, bro. We got to stop thinking in this poverty mindset. Stop thinking that we too small or it'll never be us. It's like, who said it would never be you? We looking at somebody else, man. I said everybody has somebody that they do something. They do the same thing, but that person bigger than them. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I play the keys real good, but there's a dude called Dappy T Keys. He's way better than I am. Like, he got way more people watching him. And I'm like, man, how you do it? You know what I'm saying? But we don't know his struggle. We don't know what he had to do to get there. God gave him his time when it's his time. And I said, God gonna give me my time when it's my time. But I gotta work for that time. It ain't just gonna magically happen. But sometimes it kind of do, because I mean, I already did the work, but I just let it sit there. And I stopped uploading on the Keys channel for almost a year. I went back on there, man. My last upload was like, I think 300 something days or so. And I went back on there and I'm still getting plays. I thought it was gonna be like 0, bro. I was still getting hundreds of thousands of plays. Like, who is still watching this? And people are still listening. And then I upload the new stuff and people are still listening. Man, my subscriber count is going up all the time. So that's why I tell you, you gotta do the work, man. You can't be lazy. You know what I'm saying? And when you doing something that you love doing anyways, you don't see it as work. You see it as fun. It's like, this is fun. It's like playing video games. Like, you don't play video games for a job. You play it because it's fun. It's the same way you doing what you love doing. I don't know how people sit there and cook. I can't cook. I don't have the patience to cook. Even though something smell good. Well, I smell like garlic bread, bro. Hold on. Hold up. Word right on time, ain't it? See? I don't have the patience to go do those heavenly smells over there. But I said, but you know what? I will pay somebody to do that for me. Somebody, that's their gift, that's their craft that they love doing. They love being in the kitchen. I don't. You know what I'm saying? But the same way I do music, somebody don't got the time or they don't know how to do it, but I do. So it's the same thing. I don't see it as a job. I see it as fun, creativity, because there's no right and wrongs. With the recipe, you kind of have to get the recipe right for the taste right. With music, there's really no right and wrong. You can do whatever you feel. Art and music is like the two expressive things you can have. There's really no right or wrong. You know what I mean? So, see, now I'm smelling like weed over here. Let me go back over here with the garlic bread. Hold on. Ah, yes, heavenly garlic bread. That's one type of lettuce that I like. One type of Parmesan, something that's actual Parmesan, not the crushed up weed that look like Parmesan. Like, yeah, I like, yeah, that garlic bread, boy. Love is gravy. Texas toast alimony. That's what I want. Hold on, man. Bro, Water Walker is my jam. Hey, man, let me tell you, hold on, let me tell you something. Like, bro, can I tell you something, bro? Water Walker, to this day, I don't know how I did that song. I don't even know where the song came from, dude. I did that song, that was my first, because I used to put piano music. I think I put a couple of piano pieces, maybe like 1 or 2 on the A-Steve channel. I didn't want to mix it up because I was putting R&B music on there, and I was putting ambient music and piano music. I said, it's going to be too much. I don't want to mess up my algorithm, man. Not everybody needs to kind of go where the sound is, you know? So I came out with the A-Steve Keys channel. I didn't think it was going to do good. I didn't really think it was going to do that good. Water Walker was, at first it was called The Man That Walked on Water. I changed the name because I was doing a series that was going to be The Man. It was going to be called The Man based off Jesus. So I was going to say The Man That Walked on Water. Then it was The Man That Sacrificed It All. One song is still named that. Then it was going to be The Man That Healed the 5,000 or that fed the 5,000 or The Man That Healed the Sick. It's pretty much like telling a story. Like, I was creative with my stuff. All my music was kind of like telling a story. So you got Water Walker, you got Feeding 5,000, you got Healing the Sick, The Man That Risked It All. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was pretty much going to like a storybook. But then I changed it to Water Walker. That was the first song I did on that channel, man. And I did that. I used to do my songs because remember I told you, I said you got at least 10 to 15 minutes of free time. I would go to work. I had my job was, I think I was working around like, it would change every now and then, but my shift started around like maybe sometimes like 9 or like 10 o'clock, sometimes 11, sometimes 12, you know what I'm saying, in the morning, or, you know, PM or whatever. And so sometimes I was like, you know, well, I got time in the morning before I go to work. So I hooked up my piano. I mean, it was basic stuff. I hooked up my piano and, you know, plugged it into the computer or whatever. And that was the first song I did. I don't know how I did that song to this day. I don't even know where that song came from. The way I was doing some of it, it's just like 15 minutes before I went to work, right? I had to record it, and then I put it to the video that I had this, I put it to the video, and then I uploaded. So that's probably about an hour before I went to work. I don't know how I did that song. I don't know how I did it. Bro, there is a part in there, like even the way it starts off, that like I'll try to do that again. It's harder to do it now because in the moment I was in the moment. there's a part in that song where I do, I think it's like the first 2 minutes, where I'm doing that dee dun dee dun dee dun dee dun. I cannot do that part again. I have tried so many times to mimic that part. I can't do it again. That's like how Daddy was. Like with Daddy, that's why Daddy would be mad if the word didn't get recorded right. Because you can't pre certain stuff again the same way. It don't hit the same. Even artists will tell you they like when they record and stuff. A lot of stuff they even though it might not be exactly the way they want it, but it sounds good. You can't redo what you just did. Sometimes the accent is like the mistakes you make on music is the best mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So when I was doing that song, I did that song the whole way through. No stops, no takes, no edits, no nothing. Because again, I was trying to play for 10 minutes, and it ain't gonna sound the same way if you have to keep editing. There's that part I did on that song. I cannot do that again. I don't know to this day. I'm not lying. To this day, I cannot do that part the same way. I try to play it the same way I did. I cannot play it the same way I did. That's what makes me mad. Because that's the thing about the gift. Like, it's good that you have it, but it sucks when you can't do it again. Because it's like you in the moment with the spirit or whatever. So it's just like, or the spirit or whatever's going on. It's like, you can't do that again, bro. And that's the part that would make me mad. Because I said, bro, that was the best part of the song, though. That's the part that I will always rewind. Because I'm just like, I don't even know how I did that. And then I was doing a dee dun dee dun dee dun dee. I don't know how I did that. I do not know how I did that, bro. So it sucks, you know what I'm saying? But it's also good at the same time. So that's why I said when I'm recording piano now, like the last stuff I've been doing is The Beauty of His Nature. So that stuff was recorded on live stream in front of everybody. First take, no like restarts or nothing. I don't think so. Cause I know when I start flowing with stuff, the best time you play is when you flowing with it. You trying to get a feel for it. So I record everything now. Cause I said you might do something the first time that you don't remember what you did, or you may not be able to do the second time. You know what I'm saying? And so that's just the way it goes, man. So to this day, man, Water Walker was my first song, but I don't know how to play that no more. I don't know how to play it the same way, man. And so I'll be trying to mimic it, and I'm messing it up, and it makes me mad because I'm just like, dang, bro, like that was a cold part in the song. I don't even know where that part came from, and I don't remember even doing the song all the way like that. You know what I'm saying? I think I remember doing that part, but I don't know how I did it. Like I don't know, man. To this day, I don't know. So, yeah, that's why I said that song gets me all the time. I got another song that sounds just like that. Every time I play this song, I did it the last piano stream. Every time I play this song, I can't play that song, dude, because the power is so heavy on that on that one song. It's like it gets me every time, bro. Every time. I cannot do that song, bro. I'm talking about this song. It sounds like Water Walker. It got the same sound, but it's in a different key. But I think I'm gonna call it the Water Walker 2, or I might just call. I want to put it on my next Unworthy series that I'm coming out with. Because I'm thinking of it's the violin that go with it. So I'm thinking of the violin in my head that's going with it. It's like it's that it's like like a part of Water Walker. I'm doing that. And it's a violin going. Oh my God, bro! Every time I play that song, boy, the waterworks come, bro. Speaking of Water Walker, the waterworks come, dude. Every time I get that song, that's why I don't like playing it, because it makes you like it. And so, like I said, I did something at the same place I was doing the video. There was a pastor that came in, man. He was doing a spoken word for the moment, and I just happened to show up on time. Like I was not playing. I just happened to show up, and he said, "Hey, you about to play music?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, I'm about to do a little spoken word. You mind playing in the background?" I was like, "Yeah, man." You know what I'm saying? I always seem to show up when somebody's about to do either a spoken word or they about to do music, and we always collab and it works. It always works. I swear. It's like most of the time it happens like it. So again, they don't know us. They don't know Darby. They don't know who I am. They never seen me before. Never seen it before. It's a white guy. And so he just started, he started kind of saying what he was saying, and he was just giving us a spoken word. But the more the music was going, I mean, the brother he started worshiping. Like, he would take breaks from time to time. He just faced the window. He was walking back and forth, he was just worshiping, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't really know people was even paying attention, you know what I'm saying? I look up, man, some girls on the ground crying. Like, she's face on the ground just crying. You know what I'm saying? People in there worshiping, man, just like praying. He comes back to do the word again, man. He goes right back to praying. You know what I'm saying? Like, that same song that I'm doing, the Water Walker 2. That song, man, that is probably the most powerful song I've ever done. Maybe. That song, man, it's something about it that I can't put my finger on it, but it's just the way that it sounds, man. It has those notes because it goes two different ways, man. And so every time I play that song, man, I try not to, but every time it comes out, man, it's just like, bro, like, you can't help but just cry, man. You can't help but just, like, you feeling overwhelmed, man. That song is like really, because, I'm thinking of the violin at the same time. So, and the violin is such a peaceful, like, emotional instrument too. So it's just like, because, bro, and that's the thing. I just said that. I said, I don't know how to play violin. I'm going to need to get a violinist. And I think I was playing that same song. I was doing a session with somebody there. And I said, I'm going to need to find a violinist, man, of somebody that needs to know. And the same girl that I was doing the music with one of her friends, right when I was leaving, one of her friends pulled out her violin. I said, I need you. I said, I need you. Oh my God, bro. The way that God works is crazy, man. It's crazy. I was just saying I need a violinist. And she literally just pulled out a violin out of her bag. I said, yeah. I said, listen. I said, girl, you sung with us a couple of times. I need you for this song, bro. Like, I need this to be perfect. It's got to be perfect. I said, I need you for this, dude. And so I just started getting happy because I was just like, bro, God really put you around people that you looking for. There's a lot of musical talent. Let me read this. It said, Jippy crying on the way to work. He said, even your keys at the beginning of the church, bro, I got mad. I got mad, filled with the Holy Spirit, start crying. Yeah. Hey, I remember the videos, bro. That was the dude that just ran into me a couple of days ago. It's the first person in San Antonio that recognized me. And he was like, bro, I know your father. He's like, oh my God, bro. And so he said, what's that? Everybody asks what songs I be playing on the stage when he's giving an altar call or whatever. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, bro, most of those songs I made up. Most of the stuff that I do is made up because I don't like playing by the script. And I'm like, the best stuff is the stuff that you just learn how to do as time goes on. So I said, I don't know the song that I was playing. I don't know what I be doing. I just be in the moment playing, bro. You know what I'm saying? So he had told me, he said, bro, you gotta get he don't know I got music out. He said, bro, you gotta get your music out there. He said, bro, your music is tough, man. He said, every time I hear that song you play, man, like, he said, I don't know what it is. And I said, bro, I don't know either. It was so many years ago. It's just something I made up. He said, bro, you gotta get that out there, man, because it's so good. You know what I'm saying? And so I told him, I said, I got stuff out now. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I said I'm really a one take type guy, man, because I know if I try to redo it, it's not the same. So that's why I said I was really appalled, man, when old girl came out with the violin. I said, girl, I need you. I said, I see her all the time. I said, she come with her friend. So I'm like, yeah, I need you for this song, man. Because it's going to be like a real peaceful sound. It's going to go into a second part. Then at the end, it's going to have that violin holding up like, and I'll be on the keys. I'm going to start playing, bro. Let's go. Oh, my God, bro. And it's like you get a vision, man, just of like that sound, man. That's why I said I thank God every day. Like, everybody has their own gift. Whatever your gift is, I'm sure you feel the same. But I said, God, I thank you every day for giving me this gift, man. Like, this gift really makes me happy, man. So, and that's why I said I did music for fun, for free, for the longest, man, because I just love doing music. I said, if I never made another dime off doing music, like, I get paid to do it now, but I said, if I never made another dime off doing music, man, I would love doing it, man. I did this with my own personal time. When nobody else was listening to my stuff, I loved listening to it myself. And I'm like, I didn't realize you could turn it into something much more. But I said, if I never made another dime off music, bro, I would still do it because it's something that I love doing, man. You know what I'm saying? I can never stop. I try to stop. And literally, dude, I tried to stop doing music. I was trying to go do something else. I tried to be a big-time streamer. I said, nah, I'm going to be a castanet. And guys like, no, you're not. No, you're not, boy. Get back on them keys. He said, get back on them keys, boy. I tried to escape the keys. I'm not lying to you, bro. I was trying to do something else at the time because I was tired of everything. I said, no, I'm going to go be a streamer. And then I ran right back to the keys. And bro, I didn't even know I was even setting my own self up for the very thing I was trying not to do. I said, no, I'm going to be a streamer. He's like, no, you're not, boy. Give him them keys. I got right back on them keys, and I said, yeah, now after dealing with people on the internet, I said, bro, I'd rather go back to the keys. That's more important. I said, I'd rather do the keys again. It was nice because it was tranquility and it was quiet. So you do this channel, boy, people talk too much. So I'm just like, yeah, I want to go back to doing the music. I said, I have a love affair with the music at first. I said, I need to get back to that. Yeah, I can't wait for that, man. It's gonna be big, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, who's still here, y'all? Who's still here, man? I know my man's here, so who's still here? Or man or woman? I'm sorry, I try to make sure I get everybody pronouns right. Like, listen, I'm only calling you a he or a she. I ain't calling y'all extra Zenith 1-29. I ain't doing all that. So, like I said, she's a he, she, or Negro. Let's do it the other ones. Whatever you go by, like, everybody can be a Negro, so. So yeah, man, that's why I said see man, now my man's done got me happy. Now my man's done got me excited, bro. Now we gonna do music tonight. We're gonna do music tonight. That's how I get, bro. I be so excited, bro. I can just run up the wall and do a backflip. You know what I'm saying? I ain't did a backflip in about 3 years, so, you know, hopefully I'll land it. But anyways, I'm like, you know, I be so excited, bro, because that's the stuff right there I just like, man. It just makes you happy, bro. You know what I'm saying? And when I get these ideas, like, bro, you gotta understand, this is why I tell y'all to have this type of motivation. See, when I say you get some type of anxiety, you want the good type, which I don't know if that's a such thing, but you want the type that's just like, you're so happy to where it's just like, you know, oh my gosh, like that same feeling you had as a kid, Christmas night, when you want to open up all your presents, you know what I'm saying? You can't sleep and you're so happy, you feel me? I said, that's the stuff that you want, man. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Okay, cool. So everybody asking if I'm a YouTuber. I said, no, girl, I'm a musician. I said, no, girl, I'm who God called me to be, the musician. I said, get it right. I said, bro, like, that's the same way you feel, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, sometimes when I'm so happy, man, I start breathing hard. You know what I'm saying? And your heart rate is going up. Like, bro, my heart rate be like 113. I'm like, bro, I got to calm down because I'm so happy, man. That's how Daddy was when he was so happy. And he just be doing the most, you know what I'm saying? And that's how he really is, you know what I mean? So, like, when I'm thinking about all the music I got coming out, like, bro, I literally am thinking about all the music I got coming out. I just came out with an album not too long ago. I got the Beauty of His Nature album, EP, coming out. I'm doing this next year. I'm not releasing no more music this year. We only got a couple of more weeks anyway, so I'm just like, whatever. But the Beauty of His Nature, that's the piano stuff. The Unworthy Series 2, that's the ambient stuff. And then I got another ambient album I want to come out with. So that's 3 off the top of my head. Then with the A. Steve R&B, there's the Sunbird, that's 1. The fall music that I just had, that is going on the album, so that's 2. And then the Sunbird Part 3, I got about 6 albums I got coming out, bro. I'm so happy. Like, bro, I'm sorry. And I still have not put a dent in all the music that I got, bro. I have too much stuff. Like, God really made my music abundant like he did, like Elijah made the woman's oil abundant. Like, it's literally how it is, bro. It's just too much. It's running over. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said I'd be so happy. I'm so excited, bro. You just don't know. You don't know. So when people get on here and see me joking around and jumping for joy and I'm always laughing and I'm funny, that's why, bro, because I got so much good stuff happening, bro, like right there in front of my face, you know? So I just want y'all to have that same type of joy, you know what I mean? Like I said, I went from not really wanting to be on live stream and talk to everybody and be funny and laughing to doing this for fun. Like, I love doing this now because it brings people that type of joy. I didn't realize how much I was inspiring people and how much the channel is really building and inspiring people too. You feel me? And so that's why I said, I'm like, bro, it's really something big going on here, man. Like, you know, and I hope y'all can, hope y'all experience the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, I just want y'all to have that same type of passion, man. You know what I'm saying? So take it from me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just look at me as Darby, as like, you know, this is just Darby, or, you know, this is Junior. Like, but bro, look at it as like a person that's trying to enlighten you, man, trying to give you advice, because he wants to see you do the same thing, bro. Like I said, I'm not your superior, I'm not your pastor, I'm not your leader, I'm your friend, dude. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to give you friendly advice, because I want to see my friends do good, bro. I want to see my family do good, bro. We like family, bro. Like, y'all like my cousin them. I wouldn't say necessarily brother and sister, but I said, but y'all like my cousin them. You know what I'm saying? From another mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all like my cousin them from my daddy's side, because all my cousin them from my mama's side kind of wild. You know what I'm saying? So y'all don't seem that wild. So y'all like daddy's side of the family cousins. Those are the ones we kind of see for the holidays. Mama's side family, you don't see them. They're a little radical, you know. But yeah, man, that's why I said, like, see, I done got happy talking again. Y'all gonna make me do a backflip and hurt myself. Like, come on, man. Which I'm good at that. I can actually do backflips. I used to do parkour, you know what I'm saying? So I'm still good at it. But, you know, I said, I just don't want to look at me try to get happy, do a backflip. You know, hurt yourself. It's like, sir, I'm sorry, you can't play piano for the next year. Like, Steve, I'm messing his hands. Like, sir, I'm sorry to inform you, but you're gonna have to give the piano a break. It's like, oh, well, at least I got a lot of stuff done. Like, I already got a lot of stuff done now. Like, too late, devil. I already got a lot of things done. You can't stop the gift. Oh man. So yeah, man. Yeah, that's why I said, bro. I forgot about the beats too. Oh my gosh, bro. Like, I got too much stuff. Like, that's why I said I'm getting rid of a lot of things. People are interested buying, you know what I'm saying? People are interested, so I'm just kind of putting a lot of things out there, you know what I mean? So I'm really excited, man. You know what I'm saying? Definitely excited. I said, as the months go by and you seeing how things are starting to change, man, like, it's crazy. You know, it's really crazy. So I'm really happy and excited about that, you know? So try to just share that type of joy with y'all, bro. And that's why I said, same way y'all feeling inspired by me talking is the same way I felt inspired when other people was talking too, you know what I'm saying? And so that's why I was saying it's never too late to try. It's never too late to do something, you feel me? Get out there and do something, you know what I mean? You'll be glad that you did. I know you get tired. Everybody's tired because they got work and stuff. But I said you would really be glad that you did. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to do it necessarily every day. They telling you if you want to do content, they said, bro, just upload at least 3 times a week. You know what I'm saying? Or at least twice a week. Like, everybody can do that. You know what I'm saying? Just don't stress yourself out about it, man. Just see the future of what you really want to do with it. And another thing is, too, when you want to find a good motivator, praying is great. But I said, when you want to find another motivator, too, that'll get you going, I don't know if it works for everybody. It worked for me when I look at when I look at the world, when I look at places I want to go, overseas or like a country I've always wanted to go to, or I'm looking at like beautiful destinations, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm looking at like, not necessarily saying a high life, but I'm looking at a better life. You know what I'm saying? When you thinking about buying your first house, that makes you happy. It's like, oh man, that makes me, bro, I remember I came back from Detroit with mama, because it was when me and old girl just broke up. And you know what I'm saying? And that's when I was still kind of new to San Antonio. And I knew when I came here, I knew I was going to do something with the music. I knew I was going to do something big with the music. I didn't know exactly what. That's when it's going on 2 years that I started the A Steve channel, you know what I'm saying, with the music. And I remember being in the airport and I was thinking, I said, bro, I want to buy my first house. And I was looking at the housing market out here and it's beautiful, man. Because like I said, I talked to old girl, she actually had her own house because she'd been out here for a minute. And so I was just like, man, I want to be able to, she taught me how to do a lot of that, you know what I'm saying? And so I was like, I can't wait to do that, even though we weren't together. But I was like, I took a lot of her information she was telling me, and I was looking, I said, bro, you're going to get big off the music. You're going to be able to buy your own house. Bro, I'm in the airport happy. And I'm like, you ain't going to buy your house right now. But I said, that was 2 years ago, but I'm like, I'm still happy because literally I was thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of motivation at that time. So I started thinking about all the stuff that I was looking at. I said, look, he said he'll give you your heart's desires. He knows what you want. So I said, well, so God, I'm going to do this. It's a service unto you. I said, God, you know what I'm doing this for? And I said, just bless it enough to where it gets like that. Bless it to where it's over that. You know what I mean? This is going to help a lot of people. You feel me? And so I put in the work, man. I was uploading every day, you know, and the A Steve channel was getting a lot of traction, man. I was getting thousands of views a week. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, you get bamboozled off of it again because you get a little distracted. But I'm just like, I learned to stay consistent. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the way that stuff works. So you have to be that way. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's why I said it's never too late to start, bro. Just whatever you do, man, just keep it going, man. Stay strong with it, you know what I'm saying? And look at something that really will motivate you. If you got kids, man, think of your kids, dude. If you got, you know what I'm saying, you got a wife or a husband or a fiance or something, if you even got that significant other, you know, think about them, you know what I mean? I definitely recommend it be like your wife or your husband, because like I said, if that other significant other leave you, y'all ain't married, sometimes that could be a downfall. I ain't gonna lie, like, it'll be your downfall if you ain't careful, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we all can't think when we get our heart broke or when we upset, somebody do something to get on our nerves and then we don't feel like it. It's like, man, like, just, I wouldn't necessarily say base it off of them, just base it off of something that you want for you, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to travel, man, I look at that stuff all day, man. I look at the world all day, like, man, I want to go here, I want to go China, I want to go Egypt, you know what I'm saying? So, right now on my phone, that's why I said, like, and you have that on your phone, that's why I said, like, bro, my screensavers would be stuff like, it would be like stuff like motivational. Like, today's the day you make it, you know what I'm saying? You strong and confident every day, you know what I'm saying? I said, you one step away from making it, you feel me? Or it might be a destination in the world that I want to go. It might be like a landmark of that destination in the world I want to go. Because I remember every time I look at my phone, when I see my notifications or I click it and turn it on, I remember this is what I'm working for. This is what I want to go do. This is what I want to go see. So I'm telling you, like, bro, what you look at and what you see sometimes can be one of your greatest motivators. Remember that, bro. I'm trying to tell you. So take it from me. You know, that's just what I do. Hold on. So, yeah, man. As you should, you deserve the reminder of the inspiration plus your accolades for all the joys. Exactly, bro. Like, if people knew how hard you had to work to get out here, man, like I said, it was a hassle trying to come out to San Antonio, man. And then when I got here, it was even a hassle trying to live here, you know what I mean? So I still have my days. Like I said, I'm still getting there, but I'm way better now than what I once was. I can tell you that, you know what I'm saying? So it'll be 3 years in January, you know, so I'm just like, nah, 3 years is long enough. I said, let's get our stuff going officially. You feel me? So like I said, I believe God, man. I've been praying a lot on it and he's been doing it. So I'm believing for some big things, man. Not even just talking about next year. We got a couple of more weeks left of this year. I believe God for some big things for the next couple of weeks, dude. That's just how I am. I'm just like, bro, because I seen how God worked in front of my face, especially early this year, man. Like, I literally, you be in a position where you think like, oh, man, it sucks. This ain't gonna never get better. And then you look at yourself later, you just like, bro, look what he did this whole time. Like, you're not gonna stay there forever. You might think you will, but you really not. You really change after a while, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I tell you, like, bro, don't ever be discouraged, man. Always be motivated, man, and be enlightened, bro. It's always gonna be better and than what it used to be, you feel me? So I'm telling you, man, take it from me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I live this, so I'm speaking on it. I want y'all to understand that, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just talking just to talk. That's one thing about me, man. I don't talk just to talk, man. I'm real. So when I'm saying stuff, it's like, bro, it's either because I lived it or I'm doing it now. You know what I mean? So that's why I said I don't sugarcoat nothing, man. I tell you about the stuff that I've done before, man. I tell you that I wasn't always the best person. Because if I lied every day and said I was pixel perfect, y'all would know I was lying. Y'all would have been like, man, I can't respect dude. I know he lying. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when I tell you, I said, no, I did that before. Like, no, I wasn't the best person. No, daddy had to talk to me a couple of times because I was out here doing stupid stuff. Not that I was out here doing the worst, but I said, but you know, you was hard. I was a teenager at one point. Like, bro, I was a young, idiot, individual adult at one point. Like, bro, we all did some stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm real and I tell you, I said, look, man, when I told y'all my story, when I told y'all what I've been through, that's why y'all can respect it because it's authentic. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to sugarcoat nothing and trying to get clicks, reviews like I'm perfect because I'm not, bro. Nobody is except Christ. So, you know, I keep it real. You know what I'm saying? I keep it real. I tell y'all what I like and what I don't like. It's not that I don't like people. It's just when people do certain stuff, it's just like I can't really hang with you. I can't really be around you because I know what you do. I know exactly what you gonna do. And then it turns out I'm right because I know those types. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say this ain't for everybody. But for the ones that it's for, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all got common sense because y'all not weird. You was sitting here now like, who wouldn't want to sit here? Like, bro, I said about community, right? Who wouldn't want to be in community like this? This is a great community. You would think, right? But some people are just that dumb. Or they so demonically possessed, all of a sudden they just cannot stand happiness. They cannot stand somebody just having something good. You know what I'm saying? This is a great community, Christian, biblically based. We have fun over here. We throw jokes, we joke around, and we inspiring. We talk about literally everything, man. We talk about life. We keep everything real. And you would think that we are so loving over here, and you would think that everybody would love it. Some people are just not like it, dude. It's just how it is. You know, I don't take the time to understand why. I mean, it ain't my problem. Like I said, it ain't for everybody anyway. So the ones that do that is the ones that ain't for. But it's still kind of like, why would you not want to? Like, bro, this is great. This is a perfect place. Well, not maybe perfect, but it's a great place. You know what I'm saying? But just some people just ain't for it. It's fine. So let's find the ones that it is for. So that's why I said, I'm like, you say whatever you want to. I'm still going to talk encouragement, man. I'm still going to talk encouragement because a lot of people need that and they want that. You know what I'm saying? So that's the stuff that I be looking forward to, man. It's a great thing. Definitely a great thing. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, for years, people told me I should get on here and talk about encouragement and motivation, you know? And that was my whole goal, man. When I first did this channel, man, that's all I talked about was that, you know what I'm saying? And I kind of stopped because I don't really want to do that. I really don't want to talk no more. I really just want to do the music. I talk through the music. But I'm like, every now and then it don't hurt to still talk, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you can still say a little something. I just don't want to say something every day, all the time, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not my field. My field is just doing music, man. That's what I love doing. So yeah, man, you know, what time is it? 8:55, it's almost 9. Yeah, I probably ain't gonna be here too much longer. But I never mean to get on here long anyways, man. I always say that, but then I be on here for like 6 hours. Like I told people one time, I'm about to get off, man. I was on here for like another hour and a half, 2 hours. I was like, bruh, they fell asleep and woke back up. They said, you still on? I said, yeah, I'm about to get off, right? I said, oh, man, it's 3 hours. It's like 3 hours I've been on here. You know, but I try to just talk about all the good stuff I can, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, just somebody might need to hear that. I need to hear it myself. I ain't gonna lie. I need to hear this myself. You know what I mean? I'm not above this either, you know, so. You'll be people online. God comparing you to your pops. Yeah, because people kept coming over here doing that, which again, I understand. I don't do it in a way where I'm just like, oh, I hate people. I'm just like, so, because some people don't know. You gotta understand, like, some people don't know. So they think because who you are, they think you're gonna be exactly like somebody else. I'm like, no. Just the same way, like I said, when people are, when they see LeBron James, they automatically expect his son to be just like him. Or when you see Michael Jordan, you would expect Michael Jordan's son to be just like him, like because of who they peoples is. And I understand, like that's a common thing, but not everybody is like it. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't the fact that people was asking or they was looking to see. It was the fact that people was trying to tell me that I was gonna, and if I don't, then God was gonna do something. I'm just like, okay, that's when I go off on people because of that right there, because you stupid. You know what I'm saying? So then that's when they see the real talking crazy side of me, when I just don't care. I hurt Negroes' feelings all day for fun, because those are the ones that I hurt, them type. Not everybody. I've never ran into a random person on here and hurt their feelings, some sweet little woman in the crowd, and I picked out and started throwing jokes, and I hurt her feelings and blocked them through off. I don't do that. It's the ones that cannot shut up. Because, you know, there's Negroes can't shut up and can't stop talking. Them is the ones I go after, because they talk too much. And don't worry, I'm going after some more in a little bit, because they still running their mouth, they still talking. So I said, believe me, you'll see some stuff coming up. As of right now, I just let God do it, which again, he's the one that's doing it. I ain't got to do nothing. That's the funny thing about it. I ain't got to do jack. God just does it. You know what I'm saying? And then I get on here and talk about it because they can't shut up. So that's why I said, yeah, you welcome, Nisha. No worries. So yeah, that's why I said, like, you know, it's whatever. Any real individual will understand what I'm saying. Any weirdo will sit here and try to compare you to another man because they weird. Only a weirdo is worried about what you doing with your life and who you is and ain't like. like if you is or if you ain't my baby, it's like, what's wrong with you? You know you weird when you obsessing over what somebody else is gonna do with their future. Bro, I care about what I'm gonna do with my future, man. These bills gotta be paid, cuz. These flights gotta be booked. I'm not worried about what you're doing with your spouse. Have you ever noticed that? That'd be weird. What if somebody was worried about you in your marriage all the time? Like, you'd be like, why? Well, go get your own marriage, right? Why you worried about what I'm doing? Because you a freak. That's why. And those are the ones, remember I told y'all, those are the small percentage of people that watch Darby. See, the other 90% of people watch Darby because he's enlightening and because the word is good and because they love God. These 10% of idiots watch Darby because they stupid and ain't never did nothing with their life. They're a bunch of conspiracy weirdo nut jobs that mimic what they see another grown man do because they too much of an idiot to do it themselves. And that's why they want Steve Jr. to do it, because they dumb and they need somebody else to always tell them something in their ear. Darby got 500 messages and they want Steve to give them another 500 messages. And then when I don't give them no more, they gonna want my son to give them another 500 messages. Then they gonna want his son to give him another 500 messages. It don't stop. Nope, what you see is what you get. I don't apologize. I'm not recanting for it. I don't care what I said to hurt your feelings. So what? Sucks for you. Tough beans. And that's why I told you, I said, they think Darby was savage while he talk. I'm way more savage because I don't care about your feelings, dude. I don't like you. I said, bro, you come over here wrong. I do not like you. I don't care about that. Don't like my delivery all you want to. You ain't gonna make no other man into another man, bro. That's mad gay. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever noticed that's like, bro, that is extremely ditty to worry about what another man gonna do with his life. You know what I'm saying? And then, as I said, you look at them in their life, look what they're doing. It makes sense. Any successful people ain't worried about what you doing, but it's only the ones that ain't doing nothing with theirs is the ones that's worried about exactly what you doing. So, do you think Jeff Bezos is obsessing over what people do with their life? You think TD Jakes is worried about what everybody doing with their life? No, they too busy being abundant, living their life. So the ones that's worried all the time is the ones that ain't doing jack nothing. That's why I said don't even worry about people like that. I told him, I said, how about this? How about you make me come do that? Oh, you can't do that. Okay, so shut up. Until you can make me shut up. I don't hear that. Well, I'm going to pray for you. I'm like, what you going to pray? Did God make me? When does God ever make anybody do anything? Jesus Christ, God Almighty, literally did not make nobody love him. He gave us free will so we can choose that. So if God Almighty is not going to make us, then how are you going to make us? And that's why he said it's called witchcraft. So I don't listen to them type people. Those are type people that go tell the Hell's Angel that and they get beat up and get stomped. That's why I said every dog gonna have their day. I'm like, yeah, you can go tell that to everybody you see. So when you run into a Hell's Angel, they gonna stomp you out. I'm not helping you. Just gonna let you know that. So this is what it is. People sitting there talking. I'm like you would know. Well, please. That's why I said, I'm like, nah, you want the word? Why can't you do it? Like, you know why? Because you ain't ready to deal with them devils that come with it. Yep, sure ain't. I said, listen here, Steve ain't dealing with no devils. Like, coming, nuh-uh. I got my own devils to deal with. I got my own devils. So I be doggone, I got to deal with the spirit of Diddy, the spirit of Johnson & Johnson, the family company. Absolutely not, boy. I am not dealing with nobody like that, bro. Yes, sir. We about to hop on her in a little bit, cuz. We about to hop on her a little bit. I'm just over here wilding out talking, bro. I need to, what time is it, bro? I just be getting the carriage, man. I just be sitting here talking. I just be talking. But no, I need to actually get off here. I gotta go eat dinner. Today's Tuesday, right? No, it's Monday. Daggone, man. It's Monday. Talking about abundance so much, I don't forget what day it is, dude. I'm sitting there thinking it's like Friday. It was Sunday yesterday. It's crazy how the time fly by, good. But, yeah, who's just sending me stuff? Everybody's sending me stuff right when I'm about to get over here. Hold on. You know, like, everybody text y'all when y'all about to get off? Like, it do feel like a Tuesday, but I thought it was Tuesday today. Because, you know, the week be going by quick. But yeah, I'm about to get up off here, man. I gotta go do some stuff real quick. So, hope y'all took something from what I said. I know y'all did. I love y'all, my children. So I can't say I won't get her here tomorrow because I never know. I didn't know I was even gonna get her here today. But maybe I get her here tomorrow and talk to It depends. Depends on what kind of rant we having. So, but yeah, thanks for tuning in, y'all. But as I said, stop Siri. I'm not trying to be on these things all night. You know what I'm saying? I used to be on here all night. I'm not doing it no more. Like, at least not right now. Not no 3 a.m.s. I'm not doing that no more. That's kind of, that's a little too extra, bro. I can't do that. That's very exhausting. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot out of me. And that's the time I could be kind of doing something else, man, trying to get stuff done too. So I don't really want to stay on the phone all day. So yeah, y'all. I'm gonna get going, man. And like I said, I'll talk to some of y'all in a little bit, you know, but as I said, it is what it is. So till next time, y'all. I'll catch y'all. Peace. Remember what I said. Don't procrastinate. Stay motivated. I love y'all. Appreciate you, my mans. Appreciate you, dog. Y'all stay motivated, man, and apply it. And like I said, stay away from these Diddy freaks. Drink your Ovaltine. Stay away from Johnson & Johnson. Anyways, y'all, I'm out of here, y'all. Love y'all. Peace, love, prosperity, and God. Goodbye.